Kettleville Terrace, Wakefield Road and Bartels Road will be affected. Traffic will be foul tomorrow, so just avoid that whole area if you can. Camera at Duthie Street, Malvern. Thinking of kickstarting your summer fitness goals? There's no better time to join Anytime Fitness. Sign up this November and train for free until 2026. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Clear and down to 10 tonight, partly cloudy and 25 tomorrow. Saturday, showers and 25. Sunday, sunny and 30. Monday, partly cloudy and a top of 31. Right now, it's 20 degrees on 5AA. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News Tonight.
Brenton Radless.
We begin tonight with breaking news.
With the news that matters to you.
The government insists it's a win for the state's economy.
9 News is covering the stories that matter to South Australians.
Brazen daylight firebombing attack at a Torrensville supermarket.
Adelaide is your city. 9 is your news.
In Adelaide and across South Australia, this is 5AA, always Adelaide. The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey.
I am flabbergasted.
And Timmy G.
Absolute sports festival.
Good afternoon, 4:06. It's Thursday, a day where dreams have come true, Timmy G, and many more are set to be made, Rowey, as we are at the halfway mark of the AFL draft, and we're less than 24 hours away as well from the first test of the Ashes. The build-up's been awesome, and we finally know the 11 that'll take the field. Rowey, Timmy G, good afternoon.
Yeah, thanks for that, Sam. 36 has also won their Ignite Cup, their first Ignite Cup game, beat Illawarra by 12 points, so congratulations to them. But we'll get on those other subject matters. Thursdays feel a bit better than a Tuesday, and we know that Stephen's not a big fan of Tuesdays.
Not a Tuesday, man.
But a Thursday night, I'm just trying to think. It used to be a big sport night. What sort of sports did you play on a Thursday night? Now, I'll just ask you, and please repeat for
Indoor
the list.
cricket.
Oh, it's just, there it is, indoor cricket.
Straight like that.
Correct.
Thursday night.
We used to play indoor cricket on a Thursday night in the summer,
we played
and
in
on a
Magilla.
Sunday in the winter. Yeah. And you were the same?
I love Thursdays. I told you that.
Yeah.
Kent Town Hotel was rocking. Jeff and John
well, that's
shut
back
at
then.
12.
But I want you to repeat when I said to you, what age were you when you went to the city? Because you're a Wagen boy, which was country.
So I was
WA.
18. So I was in my draft year, and I moved down to play footy at South Fremantle. And a dear friend of mine, still to this day, Wally Matera, who was a little bit older than me, had a unit in Spearwood, but he only had one bedroom. So I lived on his couch for 6 months with a football bag and a few loose ends, and I kept my bag in the broom closet.
So you lived in a broom closet. You were the Harry Potter of South Fremantle.
Well, it might have been a bit longer than 6 months. A treat for us, because we didn't have much money.
You're worse than backpackers.
We used to get a lettuce for 22 cents. Cut it in half, drink a litre of water and eat the lettuce, and he was full as anything.
Gee
Lucky
whiz.
I wasn't a horse, because what's the disease when they drink too much water with that?
Wow, I don't know.
Their guts blows up.
Blows
Maybe
up.
that's what my problem is now.
Get off the lettuce and water.
Lettuce and water.
Give us a ring, 822300000, or send those unique home-style food texts in. Thursday night, what did you play? Because there would have been a lot of netball, I'd imagine, played on a Thursday as
Netball's
well.
a big
I would
night
imagine.
for netball.
Basketball, indoor basketball, because I remember St Clair Rec Centre back then in the day, we actually got a footy team together to play basketball. Craig Bradley played, Ben Harris played, David Baker, bless his soul, he's passed now, but he was an outstanding player. He rallied the troops and taught us how to play. But, so we used to play, I think that was on a Wednesday night because it wasn't a training night. So, but Thursday nights, big sport night.
My Gemma played a couple of seasons at hockey. That was Thursday night
down
at Port Adelaide. Yeah.
Oh, look, bring back some memories anyway. I know somebody asked me because I asked this question on the Regency Golf course, Royal Regency, today, and they said, because a lot of them are from Mansfield Park, and they said, is shoplifting a sport? Because, we used to do that Thursday nights.
You don't promote that.
No, you don't. It's terrible.
Scroungers golf was Thursday, but not Thursday night, but Scroungers.
There you go.
You heard that saying, Thursday?
No, I haven't. No. But I'll tell you what I did. I ran into these young lads playing at Royal Regency, and they said, can we play through, boys? And we said, no worries, are you playing 18? They said, nah, we're playing the longest day. It's a concept that they've got where you play 72 holes of golf.
Wow.
That's like 3 18s, four 18s, or, 8 9 holes, which I said I'm ready to pack it in after 9 and give the game away, and you're going to go for 72. It's some concept, the longest day. I don't know what it is.
There has been charity. Yeah, there's charity days around.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good if they're doing it for charity. If they're doing
they were fantastic. Good lads.
Okay.
Really good lads having a crack. One was walking, though. One was walking. The others were in a buggy. Yeah, so a bit crazy, that one. Hey, it was draft night. I'll tell you what, dreams it made now for the young men on these nights. And Mitch Marsh, which I could imagine the family sitting there hoping, crossing the fingers and the toes, hoping that he gets to Adelaide.
And he did.
And here is pick 22.
With pick 22, Adelaide select Mitch Marsh from West Adelaide and the Kangarilla Football Club.
Kangarilla, there you go.
Oh, when your name gets read out. Yeah. Oh, that is just brilliant. Hey, listen, he's a prodigious talent, 192 centimetres, a left footer, runs like the wind, can mark the ball, very good IQ, a hard worker, massive development upside in him, and he's only going to get bigger and stronger.
Saw some vision and turns very nicely onto that left.
Clever.
And we all know left footers are classy and hits his targets, kicks goals.
All of that.
Yeah, very good ball drop.
Great pickup. Well done.
Looks okay. We're going to speak with him and his father, Ben.
Yep.
Of course, a premiership player at the Adelaide Crows. We're going to speak to them a bit later in the show, probably after 5, I reckon. Yes, that's when they're lined up for, so that'll be good. But here's Mitch himself on the excitement of being drafted.
Yeah, growing up going for the Crows my whole life. Obviously, my old man played for them as well. So, yeah, being able to get drafted here, it's unreal, yeah.
There you go. So, classy stuff.
Well,
good lad.
Crows' next pick is 46. I believe they're going to use that one for needs, is what we're hearing. And I don't know whether Dan Curtin's brother Cody's going to be around the mark, 200-odd centimetres. But, brothers, not a bad ploy or strategy. Then they got pick 54. They also said they'll probably only do 2 picks in the draft. You traded out, Timmy. You traded out your pick 46 to the Gold Coast for a third rounder next year because you're all in on next year.
Doesn't that lean into what Jason Cripps told us?
100%.
Like, we are not in this at all, but they are hot on next year.
They are hot.
They're going, we'll trade anything we've got this year to get in to the next round next year.
So pick 46 is 134 points.
Right.
So I don't know where it's going to land because it depends where Gold Coast finish next year.
Of course.
And you've got pick 62 and 67 in this year's draft.
Yeah. I think you're right, though. Building points as well. And that'd be on the back of the Dougie Cochran NGA.
Who's to criticise it? That's your strategy.
I think they've already had a win.
They have.
Getting him on that NGA list.
Well, especially if he's a top 3 next year.
Oh, mate.
And you've seen him. Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, I spoke to Tony Bamford recently and he said, Timmy, he can play anywhere.
Well, the other thing...
He said don't restrict him into one spot. He can play anywhere.
The other thing I heard, and he's got another year of development, he'd be a top 10 this year.
Yeah.
As an underage. No, I've heard that. Too. He would be a top 10 pick this year.
Yeah, well, Mitch Marsh, again, Hamish Ogilvy, of course, he heads up the recruiting for you guys, and he's pretty happy with the selection.
Yeah, it's a great story, isn't it? Mitch, a South Australian kid whose dad played for the club. That's not why we picked him. We picked him because he's really good at footy and he's got a great attitude, a high character. His running's fantastic, which is going to allow him to play not just as a forward, but hopefully play a bit up on the wing as well. We wanted him and he wanted us, so that's a good result.
Match made in heaven. There it is.
7, I'll say that again, 7 SA lads in the top 25 is a record for our state. So to Tony Bamford and Sticks Phillips and his entire team down there, your development is working, your high performance. Queensland had 5, and a lot of them were the NGA types.
The academy.
WA 1.
That is a concern.
WA 1.
See, I don't, you go,
Someone's
we had 7 and you throw your chest out. I go, that's not good for footy.
No.
Because they're a traditional football state.
No.
We've got to be producing footballers out of there.
Now, I know
the game itself.
That's right. I know it's a draft, but West Coast are bottom.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
They got all the money in the world, but they're motherless
and been
bottom.
there a bit too long, so it doesn't help the cause. There's no doubt about that. So
how's this? Richmond had pick 3 and 4 before it all started. They ended up with pick 7 and 8 because all those NGAs were in front of them.
Yeah, still they did okay.
Yeah,
and got South Aussie boy, didn't they? Sam Cumming.
Yeah, they did. Sam Cumming.
Yeah, he was fantastic. He'll be great for them. The other good thing,
tough kid.
The other good thing is clubs are keeping those NGA clubs honest. They've said, stuff you, we're bidding, and you're going to pay top dollar for it.
Top dollar. And fair enough too. Yeah, understand.
Well,
and
I reckon that's great.
Well, I think there's some changes afoot though. By what I heard when Greg Swan first came in, he was like, "Not sure about this at the top end," and so they may force that back again. So
Richmond go, well, I'll get that bloke, and then they had to match the bid. Richmond again, we'll have that bloke.
Yeah,
they had to match the bid. I reckon, well done.
Yeah, it's coming.
Keep
I think changes are coming. Willem Dersma. Now, this is the fourth Dersma, including Yasmin, who's playing senior AFLW football. The fourth Dersma that's going to be playing senior football in AFL. It's incredible, isn't it, for the family? He was asked, congratulations on being in there, but have a listen to, because I've met Xavier quite a few times, and then I heard this lad speak. Have a listen to him.
Yeah, it's really special. I think that, just trying to soak it all in. It's been pretty hectic since the pick got called out, but I'm very happy and, just super excited that, it's all happened and it's finally here.
It's pick number one. Harley Reid presented the jumper to him, so excited about that.
Don't ask him how to play and how to deal with it.
Well, they'll have two number ones in their list now, so something to build on. It looks like Harley might have had a good pre-season already, looking a lot sharper, a lot
well, what I reckon Harley will be happy with, there'll be someone else on the front page and the back page of the West Australian.
And this kid is, what would you say?
Down to earth.
A lot more
humble.
How deep's his voice? He dead set. Just recently passed the great John Laws. He sounded like him. He needs a golden microphone.
Had to touch the Barry Manilow's.
Yeah.
Who was that deep crooner that had the deep voice?
Oh, plenty of them. All the crooners had deep voice. Oh, you mean Kamal, the great Kamal?
Yeah, he was another one.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of someone specific. Used to sing love songs.
Oh, yeah, Nat King Cole.
Barry White.
Barry White.
Oh, Barry White.
There, well done, Sammy.
Yeah,
gee, someone of your age to nab that.
Well done.
Barry White. He had a big set, didn't he?
Not wrong. Now, we're only one sleep away from the Ashes. Before we do, there's plenty of Thursday night behaviour coming in. Bruce says I played squash, underwater hockey, indoor soccer, all on a Thursday night, he reckons.
But it was tonight, Timmy. That is a great pickup. The minute you said it, because we didn't rehearse this, we don't rehearse anything.
No.
But I didn't know that was the topic. And Thursday night was the night.
It was a big sport
Tonight
night.
is your night, bro.
In this time of the year, the summer, especially because footy was finished and you took something else up. So I think there was another one there. If my friend just slows down a bit here, there was one that actually said they went to, there it is. It was beef schnitzel and beers night at the Queen's Head after training at Adelaide Oval, says John. Well, at least you got some training in, mate, so I appreciate that. Well played.
And it was probably one of the first nights where pubs absolutely promoted.
Yeah. Go and play your sport or whatever and then come and see us.
Yeah, it
you know, the indoor cricket sides, a lot of them were sponsored by pubs because they wanted them to come back afterwards, which is not silly, is it? You know, like go and play your game and then get back here.
But it was a good night to drink. Well, Thursday was just a good night to drink because Friday, no one cares about Friday.
Thursday, I think they used to call it. There you go. So one sleep out from the Ashes. It's been named now. And
you nailed it. Do I your bottle of Ruston Black Guts?
I need to go and have a in your bottom drawer.
You've nailed it.
11 from 11.
You got 11.
Yeah,
you got 11 for So you want the Aperol or the Ruston Black Nuts?
Definitely the Black Nuts.
Take it.
The other one I gave you. Now look, I thought this was very interesting. It ended up exactly as we did speak about. Bo Webster, the unlucky 12th man, by the looks of that. But Ian Chappell, he loves baseball. Have a listen.
The rubbish that is spoken about baseball is total rubbish because what Stokes is doing is what you should do, what England should have been doing a lot of the time.
There you go.
Which is what?
Absolute rubbish.
Attack.
Just attack.
Yeah.
You know, and that was Ian's attitude.
Oh, hell yeah.
Attack. Doesn't matter if you're batting first or chasing.
Attack.
Just attack. Get on the front foot and go for it.
But I thought baseball was slapping the bat.
No, it was
T20 style.
It was supposed to be going at it like a one-day pace.
That's it.
To really put
like
pressure on that scoreboard. So, I haven't seen it actually get executed very well for a long, long time. So, play
So
it
for
at
those
your
that
risk.
don't know, Baz is the coach.
Correct.
He's a New Zealander.
Brendan McCullum.
Brendan
McCullum, his nickname, Baz.
That's right. And he could hit a ball.
Yeah, but he encouraged
He's an attacking type of guy.
Encouraged this behaviour of trying to go at 5 or 6.
How's
and
it
over.
going for him? Because I reckon the last time we played at Lords was in the...
They've slowed the tempo down a bit.
Have
so
they?
They're saying it's Bazball with a bit more nuance now, a bit more sort of responsible.
Half Bazball.
Yeah, yeah.
So no ramp shots, no crossbat shots?
No. Well, Joe Root does love a little bit of creativity behind the wicket, so we'll see if he does that in Australia.
Well, he can nick off. Get it around his chin and nick off. Isn't that what Bluey said?
Yeah.
Nick off, Root.
Before we take your calls on Thursday night sport and the like, and what did you do Thursday nights? I just love it. There's some...
Well, what's Maria said?
Scrabble, apparently.
Thought it might have been about a Wellington boot or something.
But Mike Hussey, he's a bit concerned because they like to bowl first. But have a listen to Mike Hussey's description of the Perth pitch.
This pitch does deteriorate over the course of, 3 days, really. And there's been some hot weather this week leading into the Test match. I wouldn't be surprised if it cracks up and it just gets harder and harder to bat on as the Test match wears on.
Did he just have some helium?
He did sound like he did. And he was speaking very fast.
The tone of it was... Did you have the speed up too much then?
Did you pitch it up?
No,
you
I
must
can't say I had.
He was on helium.
Yeah, he's excited about the Ashes.
Yeah.
Or he's just ridden at Morfettville, or his jocks are too tight.
Now, I've just found something out, Rowey, and this is because we wanted to find out what you do on a Thursday night, what you did back in the 80s. Brian's backed up the previous text. Boys, I played underwater hockey back in the 80s. You'd wear fins and a mask and a snorkel. Toughest sport on your lungs ever. So it was a sport. It was a fair dinkum sport. Underwater hockey.
Wow.
Give us a call if you played underwater hockey. Give us a bit more on it. Give us a call, Brian. Explain it to us.
Underwater hockey?
I've never heard. I thought that was a joke.
A ridiculous sport.
Well, I don't know yet. Is it true?
Well, we're not dolphins.
This is a beauty. I love it. Give us a call, 8223 0000.
It's 21 after 4, so we'll speak to a couple of the South Australian draftees and Dyson Sharp and Mitch Marsh from the Crows a little later. And Mitch is going to be joined by his dad, Ben, later tonight at 5 o'clock. So stay listening for that. James Fantasia, former Crows recruitment officer, he's going to talk us through what the draft used to look like.
It was.
Because I tell you what, 20 years is very, very different now with how it is today. Ryan Kiddo from Adelaide United to come tonight in your calls for a $50 Levita restaurant voucher, 8223 0000.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Get saving now with City Discount Tyres. We're offering great deals on the world's top brands in tyres, wheels, suspension and parts. Suitable for four-wheel drives, SUVs and passenger cars, including Falcon, Michelin, Pirelli, Kumho, Hankook and many more. Finance options available. Search citydiscounttires.com.au and locate your nearest dealer today. City Discount Tyres. We're driven by value.
Rosanna Maggiorelli here on 7 News. Millions down the drain. Adelaide misses out on a global climate conference. Why a South Aussie who won a brand new home's had it taken away. And the major change to the way we buy fruit and veg.
Still thinking about a sea change? Think Oakford Homes in Counter Bay. New stage released and selling fast. A variety of block sizes available in a friendly community with brand new low maintenance homes plus the beach close by. Affordable packages, no surprises. Move in now or invest for the future. Fixed price turnkey packages, flat land ready to build. Don't miss out. New stage now released. Visit our display village at Encounter Bay. Oakford Homes, a statement of quality. oakfordhomes.com.au.
Crowies, before we do that.
Good.
Who does Harley Reid go out with?
Well, I forgot about it, but he actually goes out with Yasmin Duursma.
Which is his sister.
Obviously Willem's sister, so no wonder why they know each other.
Yeah, well done. Nobody knows paints like Crowies. I should know. Why should I know? Because I used to be a painter of note too. High quality.
Yes, you said that.
And premium quality paint was the thing that we always did. Didn't matter. I didn't care what the cost was. We just did it. And then when you get Crowies come around, the prices are incredible. Service even better, and they just look after you. And whether you're a tradie or a retail person or a mug like you, because you're a mug painter,
here.
They treat you all the same. It's not just trade. It used to be trade, and then they would just give it to the retail.
So they're not going to give me that terrible treatment in that movie Pretty Woman where she goes in and they won't serve her because they think you're beneath you. No. Big mistake. Big mistake. Won't happen at Crowies.
Crowies don't make mistakes. They look after everyone. They serve premium quality paint. The best advice, whatever you're painting this spring, go and see them. There's a store near you, or do this. Visit crowiespaints.com.au.
Hi, it's Wayne Phillips. We're celebrating Wayne Phillips Ford's 40th anniversary. So if you're looking for a Ranger, we have full stock that we have to clear. Ranger Black Edition, 55 grand drive away. XLT bi-turbo from 59 grand drive away for ABN holders. Or the XLT 3-litre V6, just 64 grand drive away for ABN holders. Be quick, when they're gone, they're gone. Wayne Phillips Ford celebrating 40 years at Christie's Beach, or go online at waynephillipsford.com.au.
Hi, Grandma. Ready to go?
I was born ready. I've got my selfie stick.
Grandma, do you have to video everywhere?
My followers want to see the next exciting pair of shoes for my collection from Gilmore's. Can't let them down.
We better not keep your fans waiting.
That's right. Let's go to Gilmore's and see what's new. I reckon I'll get over 100 likes this time.
Soon they'll be paying you to advertise.
Oh, do you think so?
As an influencer, you'd never know. Gilmore's Comfort Shoes, South Road, Melrose Park.
Toolkit Depot has all the gear for every trade under one roof, backed by their price beat promise.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
25 after 4, we're asking, what did you get up to on Thursday night? Because this is a very famous night for getting into sport, especially over the summer. 8223 0000. Did you watch the draft last night? How did you sort of see it? Was it a bit of a grind to watch? Is it a bit of a hard watch? I think it can be for some. And we're going to, of course, talk about the Ashes too as we build up to tomorrow. But first, let's check your traffic. Aussies has rated Automasters as the top pick in the CanStar Blues car servicing group survey for most satisfied customers.
Afternoon at Semaphore, Urgent Gasworks, Military Road near Semaphore Road. Panorama, breakdown on Goodwood Road near Dawes Road. North Adelaide, War Memorial Drive is closed in front of the Adelaide Oval for the World Beach Volleyball Championships. Back on again tomorrow. And we're quite busy South Road, Karanta Park and Anzac Highway. Cameras, Dawes Road, Melrose Park and Cliff Street at Glengarry. Freedom's blackout sale is on now. Get huge Black Friday savings with up to 30% off selected sofas, furniture and homewares. Hurry ends Wednesday only at Freedom. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now, Rowey, we put it out there. What did you do on Thursday night? Did you go out, play indoor cricket and the like? And we got some
indoor soccer.
Yeah, indoor soccer. Of course, a lot of people played netball on Thursday, but not Brian. He played underwater hockey. G'day, Brian.
Hello, boys. How you going?
Explain it to us.
Oh, mate, it was back in the 80s. I was in Wyalla, and we had a very big scuba diving club, and they decided they'd start indoor, like in the indoor swimming pool, 50-metre indoor pool. It was actually organised underwater hockey. So it was teams of 4. The goals, it was across across a 50-metre pool. And the goals were like a steel tray that sat on the bottom. It was like a solid plastic puck, 4 on the side, fin, snorkel, mask. You had like a stick which was about 1.5 foot long with like a crescent shape at the end. Jeez. And you pushed the thing along the bottom, and when you were pretty much out of gas, you had to come to the surface and somebody had to take it over for me. And I tell you what, it was magnificent on your fitness because your lung capacity just increased incredibly.
Wow.
So
what was the cherry made out of? What was the puck made out of?
Certainly wasn't a spectator sport.
No, I was wondering about that. Yeah.
No.
But it was good fun, yeah.
Yeah, so I bet you it only lasted 1 year. I mean, it didn't take off clearly, did it?
Oh, it certainly didn't fit into the Olympics or the Commonwealth Games, that's for sure. But no, we played it for a couple of seasons, and then guys moved on through shift work or whatever. But yeah, look, it was an organised comp, lasted for a couple of years, and it was good.
Well done, Brian.
Well done, Brian. Thanks for calling in. I think we got the other one that played it. Bruce, how are you?
Bruce.
Yeah, very good, Tim and everyone. How are you guys going?
Yeah, excellent. Where did you play underwater hockey?
At Aquatic Centre there in North Adelaide.
Yeah, right.
And, there'd be 3 different regions there mapped out, not as long as the one they were talking about in Wyalla there with Brian.
Yeah.
We played with a lead puck and 6 aside. And, the puck would be start of the middle and you'd swim everyone like crazy to try and get the puck at the start of play. Flat chat, and whoever got to it first could try and push it towards their goal trough at the other end.
Jeez.
And if there was a foul, the umpires would bang a metal bar to let you know that something had happened.
Not on your head, I hope, Bruce.
No, that's right. But all sorts of things would happen because my equipment, my mask and snorkel were white, and after a couple of seasons they were as black because a number of times you would get kicked turning around by somebody's fins and so forth. It was just full on.
Wow.
And it was all just in the game.
Bruce, what sort of scoreline would you get?
Over my equipment everywhere.
What sort of scoreline would you get, Bruce, in a game?
Probably
on average?
Around about 10 to 6 would be a typical
Oh, geez, that's high scoring.
Me.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
you wouldn't want to be the goalie. You would have to hold his breath for a long time.
Yeah, that's right. Well, everyone has to hold their breath, so that's one of the reasons. It's one of the ultimate team sports.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
had to be there to support your teammates. Be ready when they gave up. You was there to take over because you didn't want to take it down 20, 30 metres and find it just came straight back because no one was there to support, you know. So you had to have your wingman there ready to help out. And one of the tactics too, guys, was to empty air out of your lungs, go down on empty lungs because you sat on the bottom better that way. So if you're pushing the puck along, it was harder to get the puck off of you if you didn't have air in your lungs. Strange but true.
Unbelievable,
Goodness
Bruce.
me.
Thank you very much to both Bruce and who did we have earlier? Brian, explaining that to us because I honestly thought somebody was making a joke.
I wonder whether Winnie Red and Winnie Blue were the major sponsors.
I doubt that very much. That is an incredible story. Thursday nights, I tell you what, it's opened up, hasn't it? Let's go to David Aberfoyle Park. What were you up to on a Thursday back in the day?
Well, back in the mid-'70s, early 70s, guys, playing cricket and obviously footy, but I was from a suburban club very much in the early mid-'70s, and Thursday night was a training night and a midsummer, hot summer night, as you would imagine, being cricket in summer.
Yeah.
But our club, we had a tin shed as a club room.
Right.
We didn't have a Mickey Mouse fancy club like today. We had a tin shed as a club room. But what I'm getting at, no one left the club, mate. You know, you train, and it's hot summer night and a Thursday night training. You just want to have a beer after training. We have a barbecue set up. A guy would have Crown and Anchor going in the corner, you know, playing Crown and Anchor. We throw a few 20 cents around.
Yeah, highly illegal.
You have a guy, one of the chaps would have a bookie going on the greyhound dogs going, so you do that, have a bet there. And tell you what, and I'm not saying nothing untrue here, but, you know, you guys would come to the club and they say, what time's the club close? And we say, what time we start work? But that's the way it was those days in the old days, in the 70s, in the club trying to raise money and that. You know, I mean, and I'll tell you something really funny, which you probably, I can't cut this out, but we were lucky sometimes. We had a president, and room would go around after training. The president's rolling up with a few blueies. So there you go.
What a night out, Dave. Do you? I'll have to come to that club on a Thursday.
Simple things in life
that's
are
true.
often free.
Yeah, there you go.
And friendship's one of them.
Yeah, massive. Thursday night.
Tin shed, I would have loved to have been at that club.
Tell us what you got up to on a Thursday night
sport-wise.
Underwater hockey, maybe.
Interesting stuff. Keep your calls coming. 8223 0000 432. It's time for the headlines.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, Tamira Francis with the 4:30 News headlines. Australia's consolation prize for bowing out of the COP31 race revealed. Our job market locking out people who need it most. New South Wales opposition leader Mark Speakman is expected to announce he will resign from his role as he addresses the media before the day's end. And in sport, Australia have confirmed its 11-man lineup with 2 debutants on the eve of the first Ashes test in Perth. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Aussies have rated Automasters as the top pick in CanStar Blue's Car Servicing Group survey for most satisfied customers.
Afternoon at Semaphore, Urgent Gasworks, Military Road near Semaphore Road. Pretty busy at the moment. South Road, Myling, both directions quite slow. Tapley's Hill Road, Glenelg North. And keep in mind, tomorrow in the Parklands, road closures for the V8 supercars kick in at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. So Decateville Terrace, Bartels Road and Wakefield Road will be affected. Traffic will be awful, so just avoid that whole area if you can. Camera right now, Cliff Street, Glengarry. The Barbecues Galore Black Friday sale is now on. Get up to 40% off selected barbecue, smokers and outdoor furniture, and up to 30% off selected gift sets in-store or online. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast, clear and down to 10 tonight, partly cloudy and 25 tomorrow. Right now it's 21 degrees. We'll have more for you at 5 on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
There might be some radio stations where people are sobbing into their chai latte about the fact that Adelaide's not going to get the COP.
David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
5AA ain't one of them. Looking at the text line, it's almost party time. People seem extremely happy.
5AA Breakfast.
Philby in North Adelaide says local mayors might be happy with this. Could mean they have to go overseas yet again.
We would have saved a fortune.
It almost looks like gather round for people who've made an art form of living off the public purse.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. p.m. on 5AA, always Adelaide.
What's worse than running out of gas during the Christmas barbecue or the gas burner cutting out right as you're cooking your favourite steak?
Come on.
At Max Built Trading Co., we've been keeping barbies sizzling and meat medium rare since 1946. From refilling gas bottles to those hard-to-track-down spares for your gas burner, Max Built has quality products and reliable solutions for all situations. Visit us at Research Road, Paraka, or head to our Facebook page for more.
This station endorses the Commercial Radio Codes of Practice. We are regulated by this code, which covers live hosted entertainment, news and current affairs, advertising, the promotion of gambling during live sports, Australian music quotas, and material not suitable for broadcast. The Code of Practice has been registered by the Australian Communications and Media Authority. If you'd like a copy, contact this station or download it from the Commercial Radio and Audio website at cra.au.
Finding your perfect car can be time-consuming, but at Adrian Bryan Hyundai, you're guaranteed to find your perfect match. Now, there's a huge range of brand new, demo and certified used Hyundai vehicles all in one place. Where is it, Stephen?
Well, I'm going to tell you, no more spending your weekend driving from showroom to showroom.
No.
Adrian Bryan Hyundai on A-Lifts Road, St Mary's, is your place to go to view the latest range and test drive the Hyundai that best suits you.
And that's the beauty of that. They've got so many great models. It's actually eye-watering when you go there. You're covered for the long run with factory-trained service, genuine Hyundai parts, and Hyundai 7-year unlimited kilometre warranty. 7 years.
So what are you waiting for?
Go for it.
Are you waiting for?
Idea.
Head to Adrian Bryan Hyundai on A-Lifts Road at St Mary's and discover your perfect Hyundai today.
Get the outdoor living that you want at Garden Grove. Entertaining in the garden? Come and explore the range of new and beautiful outdoor furniture, water features, garden pots and giftware. It's everything you want. Garden Grove, Golden Grove Road, Golden Grove.
Garden Grove, that's the garden. Garden Grove, that's the garden. Garden Grove, the garden that
Phone 8251 1111 for delivery to all areas. Open 7 days.
This Black Friday, treat yourself to Binge. Now just $2 for your first month. Don't have Binge? Sign up for December 8th at binge.com.au/Black Friday. Now that's satisfying.
Toolkit Depot has all the gear for every trade under one roof, backed by their price beat promise.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Halfway through the AFL draft for 2025, the first round last night, 7 South Australians, a record for all time. We had 6 back in 2012. It's been bettered this year, and there'll be more to come. And last night, we got to enjoy one of these young guns who went to one of these big Melbourne clubs.
With pick 13, Essendon select Dyson Sharp from Central District and the Barossa District Football Club.
Well, Rowey, you spoke to this young man just last week about the excitement of being in the first round of the draft. He got picked up, number 13, by the Bombers. It's Dyson Sharp. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, boys. Thank you. Yeah, feeling really good.
Wow, what an amazing moment for you. And the fact that you told us that you were a Bombers supporter, you get picked up by the Bombers.
I know. What's the chances of that, eh? I'm absolutely stoked.
And Dyson Heppel, of course, is there any rumour, is the rumour true that you're Dyson because of him?
Yes, no, that's definitely right. Yep, when I was little, heard, the commentator say, yeah, Dyson Heppel, and, yeah, from then on, just absolutely fell in love with, Hep and the Bombers. So he actually presented the Guernsey to me last night, which was a very, very special moment for me. I was kind of standing there in awe, to be honest, just pinching myself. I didn't think it was real.
You're not thinking about putting your hair in dreadlocks or anything because of that?
Oh, nah, not me, I don't reckon. I don't reckon I'd be able to suit him like he did, but nah, not me.
Got the same leadership qualities. What did he utter to you? Did he say anything, or did you catch up with him after?
He spoke to me beforehand, more just talking about, I guess, the night in general, and just said, to enjoy it and soak it all up, and because it is a special night, and life's about to change. So, just soak it up and enjoy it, which, helped me, I guess, settle my nerves a little bit. But, it was good just to talk to him. It was my first time talking to him. So, it was amazing.
And Brad Scott reached out?
Yeah, I spoke to him afterwards when we went to the function area, and we crossed paths, a couple times. So, I spoke to him, which was pretty cool. You always, see him on TV and stuff like that. Then to actually sit down and have a conversation with him, it was a pretty special moment as well. So, I'm pretty excited for, what's to come. Just can't wait to crack in.
Oh, good lad. Football jumper, have you discussed that yet, or is that still too soon?
I think it's a little bit too soon. We'll head over there on Sunday, ready for Monday's training. So, no doubt Monday, they'll sort all that stuff out.
So you got to fly home, get ready, say goodbye to the family, have a party, miss schoolies, jump on a kite and train on Monday.
That's it.
That's the life of a draftee.
Wow, how good.
I did notice a few Bomber players there, including Xavier Dersma, a favourite of mine. Any of those guys come up and say, well done?
Most of them. Pretty much every single one that was there, got around to me and just said, congratulations. And were really welcoming, which was so nice. Angus Clark was there as well, which was a good touch because, played state footy with him last year. So catch up with him and have a chat. And, we're teammates again, which is, really cool.
How big an advantage was that for you, Dyson? You think being an underager, then playing in your senior year, to have that experience under your belt before you go, you basically know exactly what's going to happen, and you do meet guys who are already in the system.
Yeah, it does make the transition a little bit easier. I think more on the, knowing people aspect. It makes it easier, knowing I'm going into, Essendon with already at least one friend. Already so many players have been so welcoming. So, I can't wait for, that transition and to finally get there and, get started, as I said before.
Who's your manager?
Michael Dowdy, so I'm with TGI.
Okay. Did Dogger tell you all the way through that the Crows were having a red-hot crack, and on the night they had about 3 red-hot cracks for Essendon's pick 13, and Essendon said, go and get... insert swear word here, Dyson. Were you aware of all of that? Yeah, that was the one.
I wasn't too sure, I guess, on the night. I found out, later on that, Crows had a good crack at getting me, which was, it was pretty nice to hear. It's always nice having, a club really interested and invested into you to throw, quite a few options at Essendon. And then on the reverse side of things as well, for the Bombers to, I guess, decline their offers and put trust in me and still take me also, gives me real confidence going forward. And, I kind of feel like I have to give back to them now. So, definitely going to rock up on day one and give 110%, no doubt.
Oh, we know you'll do that. You've done it your whole junior career. It's now seniors. Are you going to set yourself an early goal? Are you a goal setter?
I guess, I think the most important thing for me is just, settling in, getting to know everyone. Connections are a really big part of me and my football. So, I guess before, you start thinking about what happens on the track and stuff like that, for me, I think it's very important to, build connections with, the players and the staff and stuff like that, get comfortable with everyone. And then, just try and impress when I do get onto the track, put my strengths, to the forefront and, I guess, just see what happens from there.
Yeah, I think you've already impressed, so that's why you got selected there, mate. Well played. Were you impressed with the 7 South Aussies out of the first 25?
Yeah, definitely. We kind of already knew coming into it that we had a pretty good draft stock coming out of, Adelaide. But, to actually, finally see that we've got 7 out of the first 25, as you said, is, amazing. But it's also, a credit to, I guess, the Sam 4 and to Bangers and the state stuff because, and I guess the hard work that we've been putting in as well. Previously SA is not really known to have heaps and heaps of draftees, but even coming into the second night tonight, I won't be surprised if there's another fair chunk few blokes picked up. So.
Well, we're very proud of you, mate. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Number 13 to the Bombers. Like you said, all the hard work starts on Monday, but the journey's there, mate, in front of you, and we'll keep a keen eye on you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No, well done. Dyson Sharp selected at number 13 for the Bombers in the draft last night, and just impressed. Like I said, he played 2 years of the under-18s championships. Being that underager, then becoming captain, led by example, a really worthy pick. And I'll tell you, the Bombers will really be excited about what he can offer them in 2026.
I was fingers crossed we could have got him.
Yeah, well,
they had a dip.
Sounds like you had a dip.
They had a red hot dip.
Oh, well, you got a young man that will go all right as well. We'll talk to him soon.
We will. Fair call.
Yeah, Mitch Marsh and Ben Marsh after 5 o'clock together. That'll be a good story to hear from them. Aussies have rated Automasters as top pick in their CanStar Blues car servicing group survey for most satisfied customers. Let's check your traffic around Adelaide.
Afternoon at Semaphore, urgent gasworks on Military Road near Semaphore Road. Got some big delays at the moment on the drive home through Flinders Park for those ongoing works, Holbrooks Road and Grange Road, and pretty sluggish too, Park Terrace at North Adelaide. Works to look out for today at Salisbury East, the Grove Way near Bridge Road with a camera, Cliff Street at Glengowrie. Anaconda's Black Friday Big Brand Frenzy has started early. Get early access to unmissable deals across a huge range of outdoor gear at Anaconda. Some exclusions apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
NRG Solar has seen thousands of dodgy solar and battery systems left behind by other companies. So when it comes to batteries, we know what lasts. That's why we only install trusted brands like Sungrow, Franklin, Tesla, SIG, BYD and Enphase. Each chosen for quality you can count on and all backed by local NRG support. Right now, you can save around 30% on a battery with government rebates. Get in touch with us at NRG Solar for zero power bills and total peace of mind. Visit nrgsolar.com.au.
Hi, Brady Bit here for Mawson Lakes Mazda. There's still time to make 2025 the year you stopped dreaming and started driving that shiny new Mazda. The end-of-year plate clearance is on now with huge deals on all models. That's 12 months rego free, stamp duty free, plus accessory packs worth $500. No gimmicks, just great deals. Finish the year strong and in sports mode at Mawson Lakes Mazda. Salisbury Highway, just a short drive from the city.
I've found Homemade takes the stress out of managing home care services.
Hi, how may I help?
And with their lower rates, they make quality aged care affordable, which is why they're Australia's best value home care. Search Homemade support today.
Now, looking for the best trade tools in Adelaide? Yeah, I reckon you are. Toolkit Depot brings all the top brands together under one roof. Now, we're talking Milwaukee, Makita, DeWalt, Bosch, King Chrome, Ego, Sigweld, Unimig, Pazload, Fluke. I mean, what other name you got? Toolkit Depot have got it. Plenty more out there. Now, they've got 5 stores across South Australia, so wherever you're working, there's a Toolkit Depot nearby. You can drop in, have a chat with the team. They're brilliant, and they'll make sure you work out with the exact gear that you need. So if you're flat out on site and you can't get away, no worries, mate. Toolkit Depot will come to you with a tailored solution that fits your business. Now, here's the clincher. With their price beat promise, you're guaranteed the lowest price on your favourite tool brands. It's amazing. Check out toolkitdepot.com.au and get it sorted today. T's and C's apply.
Hey, it's Jordan Dawson here, captain of the Adelaide Football Club. I know the importance of a home ground advantage. And when it comes to building, South Australia is the home ground for Sterling Homes. For 50 years, they've been building quality homes here. So whether your block's the size of Adelaide Oval or the Gold Square, if you're looking to build, look no further than Sterling Homes and get the home ground advantage today.
And yeah, I was on the streets for the best part of 9 years. It's severe on the streets. You know, like it's hard to fathom what you experience out there. I eventually engaged in the Hutt Street Centre. It was welcoming. Do you mean it was non-judgmental? It was quite open-armed and consoling. I have been off the streets now for a whole year. Genuinely, the Hutt Street Centre is the birthplace of change for the better.
Sponsor a seat at Hutt Street Centre's Christmas table and give a glimmer of home to someone doing it tough. Donate at huttstreet.org/Christmas.
Toolkit Depot has all the gear for every trade under one roof, backed by their price beat promise.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
11 minutes to 5 on a Thursday night. Still to come, Mitch Marsh and Ben Marsh, the father and son of the Adelaide Crows. And last night, Mitch was picked up as pick 22. They'll join us after 5 o'clock. You can watch us live on the Adrian Bryan Hyundai live stream on Facebook and YouTube anytime during the show. And you can call us as well, 8223 0000. We've we've been talking about Thursday nights. What are those sporting happenings you used to get up to on a Thursday night?
Yeah, correct. A lot of sport used to get played on Thursdays as well as training nights. Woll says, g'day guys, can't beat underwater hockey. But Thursday nights in the 80s were training nights for the black under A11s. So that's uni blacks, A11s. Perfectly appointed Premiership Park 9. Great memory, says Woll. And this one, Rowey, you painted my pub, the Old Coal.
Yes, I did.
That's the Colonist.
Colonist
Unbelievable, in the early 90s.
We
You
used to
drank
go-
there Thursday nights with Macca and Lester.
We did.
You told me it was an integral part of your training regime.
Yeah, I did. We
Mark
would've.
Venner's Venable. He's a good bloke, Mark.
Well, he is a great fella. Great fella. The other thing Thursday nights, darts.
Darts.
We
used
played darts Thursday nights at the Old Coal.
We had a team.
Darts, Donny.
Greg Phillips put together, as usual. But we played Monday nights. And they found out about it and shut it down.
They shut it down. Well, Monday's not too bad. But you can't play darts and not drink. You can't fish and not drink. Can't play golf and not drink.
That's why they shut it down.
Is there anything you can do and not drink?
Yeah.
Conzi would say everything.
I'd say underwater hockey.
Underwater hockey, 450.
Let's go to Brian at Old Noarlunga.
That's
G'day, Brian.
a good one.
Yeah, a Thursday night. So I'd work all day, had cricket training at 5:30,
Yes.
and I'd actually get there about 5:15.
Yeah.
Get all ready to go in the nets because I knew Sean Tate is at training as well, and he normally rocks up about 6. So I'd be the first one with the pads on.
Smart man.
So I didn't have to face him.
Yeah, Brian, that is so true. About cricket Thursday nights, and grade cricketer would love this sort of stuff. You had to be smart about it. When I was young, I got invited out to play at Port Adelaide, and I learnt very quickly that you don't be nice and let the senior blokes go in first, because all the faster blokes did maybe work a trade or something. They got there a bit later, and then you had to face them. And I thought, no, I'm not falling for this one. So I'd get there 4, carry the bags out, open everything up, and it'd just be me and some old bloke bowling a few spinners and all that, and then I'll be out. I've done my batting, I'm out. So smart, Brian. Well done. Brought back a good memory there.
Before we go to Ange, I was just looking at the last late mail Phantom draft. So generally they're pretty good. And then actually what happened
was that
in the
one
first
by
round.
Toomey?
The Toomey one he's gifted. He got pick 1 right, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, pick 5, pick 6, pick 7. So the top 7 nailed because clubs were going to bid. Pretty good. Very, very good. He didn't get anything else right from then on. And the one that stuffed it up for him,
yeah, that's a good call,
was Latrell Pickett.
At 12?
He went at 12, and then that just shuffled everyone down. So the other one was Sullivan Robbie, went at 9. He had him at 8. But getting the first 7's not bad.
Well, he might have got all 7 in the right spot, but he got the first 20 players, no matter the order, correct.
He did.
So he did get the top 20 right.
He did.
That's
20 out of 20.
an excellent effort.
That's incredible.
Yeah, he did. Actually, he did. Yeah, well done. And little things like he had Mitch Marsh going to Adelaide, but that slid to 22, not 21. So little tedious things, but he's bloody good, that kid.
No.
They give him the mail. They give him the mail.
Well played. Let's go to Ange, our old friend at Two Wells. G'day, Ange.
Ange.
Imagine worrying about Cal Toomey has to say instead of Ange from Two Wells boys. Come on,
good call.
Good call.
You're right. I couldn't
Seriously,
stop him, Ange. I was trying to stop him.
Sorry, Ange.
How often does Cal Toomey ring in, boys? Come
No,
on.
that's true.
That's another good point.
Hey, boys, that's it. I want to talk about Adam Simpson, but a couple of Thursday night as a young lad, I remember was playing at IC Albert Park against a couple of SANFL misfits. I know, Timmy, do you remember any of those guys, mate? Did you?
I played at, I told you I played at Albert Park, didn't I, ICA?
Yeah.
What did ICA stand for, Ange? I was trying to think. Was it Indoor Cricket Association?
Indoor cricket arenas.
They went everywhere. There was one in McGill. That's where we played.
Right. They just knocked it down,
the
Ange.
other thing, Pardon?
They just knocked it down.
Okay.
Yes. So another thing was, I remember at Green Acres on a Thursday night at selection night, we'd have snooty nights. Remember the old little bingo cards, boys? You pay 25 cents for it. Hey, remember all those little things?
Yeah. Now, those bingo cards, you can still get them. You can still get them. Front bar of the Mansfield Park Hotel have them. Yeah.
Hey,
still
guys,
get 'em out.
quickly, Adam Simpson's coaching job's very interesting, isn't it? Have you noticed what he's going to be doing? And he's not going to be at the club very much. He's not going to be at trainings, not going to be game days. What is his actually position going to be?
So it's official, is it?
Yeah, it's official.
Okay.
Well, I couldn't imagine he'd have no
like it's
contact
officially
hours, Ange. I mean, COVID went out with button-up boots. He's not going to be doing Skype.
No.
The last bloke to do that was at Port Adelaide.
Well, that sounds more like a consultancy, Ange, than more of a coaching role, doesn't it?
But don't you think Vossi needs someone like him around more?
I would say.
You know what I mean? Like, I know it's got Chris.
Well, it's sort of. It sounds like a role similar to what Phil Smythe played at Brisbane,
and what Neil Craig did at Gold Coast.
Yeah, so I think that's maybe the title's wrong, Ange. Calling him a director of coaching, that might be the issue.
He might need to be a man for all occasions.
When we spoke to Andy Collins,
man for a crisis,
who's probably going to be very hands-on.
I
said that directing of coaching's KPIs change from club to club, and he said, yeah, pretty much. I think they do because depending on what they need.
But that's right, because it's tailored. One coach wants this, another one wants that, another one wants that.
And it sounds like, for Vossi, he wants more of what Phil Smythe did for Fagan. So
just ring him, catch up with him. What do you think?
Yeah.
On the plane on the way back.
Yeah, and you don't have to be a presence at training.
Nah, don't mind it.
Fair enough.
Hello, Julian.
G'day, boys. How are you?
Excellent.
I wanted to just share a bit of a personal view or aspect of the draft last night. So one of our family friends, Aidan Schubert, has been picked up by the Hawks.
Saw that, that was excellent.
And we're
23.
all excited. So we're at home watching the draft, and then we got a message saying, look, if he gets picked, feel free to pop around. So we went around there quicker than you can imagine, and I've got to say the vibe and just how excited. I've never felt anything like it. And
how good.
My son said to me on the way there, he's 15, he said, Dad, I've never felt so much pride or happiness for someone else as I do for Aidan. And
how good.
I just wanted to share it, boys. It is the best thing in the world, and I just love footy and I love sport, and I'm just so proud to be involved in a great kid but a great family that's going to go a bloody long way.
Thanks for sharing, and it
thanks
is
for the call,
that speaks volumes of the kid. That everyone was just so damn happy for him.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll go back to mine, and people don't want to care, but James was during COVID. It was announced. They were obviously listening to it on the radio.
Into 2020.
The minute it was announced, there were 80 Sacred Heart kids in our front door.
Yeah.
And remember, you're only allowed 20, and then half the Crows Footy Club were there.
Yeah.
The coach, the footy manager, all of them. And we just went to the top shelf. Out come Rusden, Blackgut, Sand Scrub, the whole lot.
So this is a...
Police knock on the door.
This is a confession?
Yeah, well, no, it's quite... Police knock on the door.
All I'm hearing is breaching.
Yeah, knock. Well, you weren't allowed to have more than 20.
You weren't.
Knock on the door. I think that's enough. Half hour later, knock on the door. I think that's enough. The last knock on the door at 12 o'clock was the book. The pad was out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Out
they went.
Get out.
Yeah. But
Well,
it is.
It's exciting.
It's beautiful night.
It's exciting. I mean...
Well, my daughter's had 2 kids. That's better. Getting married's better. I'm not putting it above all of that. I mean, when your kid has a kid, I don't think anything will beat that.
Moment like this is that exhilaration of that moment. So then the hard work begins. And it's a bit like when you have a child, you go, well, this is an exciting thing, but then the hard work begins. It's the same sort of thing, that the exhilaration of the moment, and then you've got to put in. There's a lot more work from that moment onwards.
I have a little update too. Remember I lost the ute? That Chinese lady drove off and she brought it back.
It went missing for a while.
So Michael Pratt rocks in at about 10 o'clock and says, I need to borrow a ute. And we go, yeah. No, I really need to borrow a ute. For what happened the day before. He borrowed the ute, he drove to Clare, he's still not back.
Oh, for God's sakes.
True story. So there's an FG Ford ute with a complete windscreens badge on the side. And his name's Michael Pratt. Love him dearly.
I would have loaned it to some stranger rather than Pratty. I know what Pratty can do.
So it's a thing now. We are complete Newton vans. They're down in Ferry Street and Alice Street, by the way.
Extraordinary.
Oh, God.
Mitch Marsh, he's number 22 in the draft last night. He's now off to the Adelaide Crows, and a former Crow and grand final winner, Ben Marsh, will join with him.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Say I'm a lobster tail with garlic butter glaze, just $34.99 a 2-pack from Aldi. You've had lunch, but you wonder, can a lobster tail be a snack? Go on. It's Christmas. Aldi, good different.
Not every conversation stays with you. This one will. Join Stephen Bartlett as he asks the questions no one else asks. Search The Diary of a CEO wherever you get your podcasts.
A pedicure should feel good. And at Medi-Pedi, it does from the ground up. Medi-Pedi combines the indulgent touch of beauty therapy with the trusted skills of podiatry, creating Adelaide's first medical pedicure. It's a treatment like no other. Your feet expertly cared for by a podiatrist, then pampered by one of Medi-Pedi's trained beauty therapists. With 4 Adelaide locations, including the new North Adelaide Clinic, book now at medipediclinics.com.au. Medi-Pedi. Feel good from the ground up.
Spring in Adelaide always seems to get the property market moving. Now the gardens are blooming, the weather is warming up, and suddenly everyone's out looking for a new home.
Well, it's when your house pops.
Yeah.
And that's when people decide to move because they obviously got a work transfer.
Correct.
Or they're coming back from interstate or overseas, and now's the time. They want to be back for Christmas.
Yep. Settling into a new role, or I'm leaving for a new role.
Here's the thing. There's still a very little amount of stock around. Houses, they don't hang around a lot in this time because the competition is really high.
Yeah, everybody wants
high
it.
competition. Less stock means what?
Top dollar.
Top dollar.
You got it. And if you want someone who really knows the Adelaide market, well, Bronte Manuel and his team at Toop and Toop have the experience and local knowledge to help you get the premium result that you're aiming for.
Toop and Toop, 40 years. Get them on the job. It's the perfect time.
Spot on. Get there now and head to toop.com.au to see how they can help you get the best result this season.
Up-to-the-minute news for South Australia. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Clear and down to 10 tonight, partly cloudy and 25 tomorrow. Good evening, I'm Tamira Francis with the 5 o'clock news. Australia will be the lead negotiator in next year's international climate talks as part of a compromise bid with Turkey. Federal Politics Editor Michael Packy reports.
Australia and Turkey had been battling it out to host the 2026 COP summit. The United Nations event is based on a unanimous voting system, and with neither country willing to back down, they were forced into a compromise. Climate Minister Chris Bowen says Turkey will stage the event from a logistics point of view, while Australia will be the lead negotiator.
It would be great if Australia could have it all, but we can't have it all. This process works on consensus.
Opposition leader Susan Lee claims it's good we missed out, given the cost of staging the event.
Spending $2 billion of taxpayers' money on this exercise just goes to show how their priorities are all wrong.
COP31 is expected to take place in the Turkish city of Antalya next November.
Federal opposition leader Suzanne Lee says younger generations are being left behind by expensive energy policy. She is continuing her media blitz promoting her party's new energy and immigration initiatives. She says a responsible energy policy has far-reaching effects for other parts of the economy.
Young people, Generation Z and Millennial, are saying to me, well, I don't see how I can ever own my own home. Part of that is because this government isn't backing in what I call a disenfranchised generation, because the cost of energy and the failure to run the economy responsibly, and a lot of it comes down to a train wreck energy policy.
Mark Speakman has stepped down as the New South Wales opposition leader after just this morning this not being on his radar. Speakman says a lot can happen in a day of politics.
This morning the sun was shining and I was on breakfast radio and on TV saying that I would be continuing as Liberal Party leader. At that stage, no alternative candidate had come forward and tell me they wanted to be the leader. No colleague had said to me they thought it would be better if I resigned.
He has endorsed Kelly Sloan as his replacement. A woman who instigated a robbery in Mexico that led to the deaths of 2 Australians has been sentenced to 20 years in prison. 23-year-old Ari Giselle is the ex-girlfriend of alleged ringleader Jesus Gerardo. She is the first person to be sentenced in relation to the attack, with prosecutors seeking 210-year sentences for 3 accused murderers. New analysis has found Australia's job market is locking up people who need it the most. Junior positions have hit their lowest share in a decade, making up just 11% of job vacancies. Anglicare Executive Director Casey Chambers says more support is needed to help support vulnerable people into meaningful work.
The system that we have at the moment punishes people who are out of work. It treats them as hamsters in a hamster wheel.
The federal government is welcoming Meta getting on the front foot for the impending under-16 social media ban. From today, teens will start getting in-app warnings to download their data. They'll lose access to Facebook, Instagram and Threads on December 4, a week before the ban officially comes into force. Labor frontbencher Amanda Rishworth says it's good to see the platform is taking it seriously.
We certainly welcome this action by Meta. This shows that they are taking it seriously. The obligation is not on families, parents, kids. It is on these social media companies. And so certainly this is good news.
Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Collect the new season's Topps NBA cards now at Sports Card World, Regent Arcade, Rundle Mall.
Australia will take 2 debutants into the first Ashes test against England tomorrow. Captain Steve Smith confirming opening batsman Jake Weatherald and fast bowler Brendan Doggett will line up tomorrow in Perth. The pair will receive men's baggy green cap numbers 472 and 473 respectively. Smith says he likes the aggressive approach of Weatherald.
I'm really excited for him. He's worked hard for a long period of time and, I think he's going to complement Uzi pretty well up top.
Meantime, England captain Ben Stokes says they have a rough idea of what to expect from Weatherald.
When you've not played against someone before, you've got a vague idea of strengths, maybe potential areas that you feel like you can expose them. We play against each other quite a lot now, where most teams you can go in and know how you want to operate against. We've got all the info on Weatherald. Just have to see how it goes and hopefully another Australian batter that we can keep quiet.
And in the AFL, veteran ruckman Todd Goldstein has announced his retirement after 345 games with Essendon and North Melbourne. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Aussies have rated Automasters as the top pick in CanStar Blue's Car Servicing Group survey for most satisfied customers.
Afternoon at Semaphore Urgent Gasworks on Military Road near Semaphore Road causing a few delays. We've got big delays at the moment. South Road at Karratha Park near Anzac Harbour. That's both directions. And sluggish to at Flinders Park for the drive home, Grange Road and Holbrooks Road for the intersection upgrade. Cameras this afternoon, Dawes Road, Mitchell Park and Decateville Terrace at Kent Town. GYG have reinvented the Caesar with their new grilled chicken Caesar salad, Caesar burrito and Caesar Cali burrito. Available in restaurant, delivered or on the GYG app. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Clear and down to 10 tonight, partly cloudy and 25 tomorrow. Saturday, showers and 25. Sunday, sunny and 30. Monday, partly cloudy and 31. Right now, it's 19 degrees on 5AA. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News Tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, the Premier on the fallout of Australia losing the bid to host next year's Global Climate Summit in Adelaide, costing taxpayers millions. The latest bizarre twist for the Senior South Australian of the Year, a new winner unveiled today. 36er star Bryce Cotton opens up on an emotional night. And SA's Ashes debutante. 9 News. Your news. 9 at 6 on 9 and on 9 Now.
Need pool parts fast? Pool Supermarket has Adelaide's biggest range of pumps, filters, pipes, spares and accessories. All in stock, ready to go. We buy by the pallet so you'll pay less. Even garden irrigation and supplies. Our team is always standing by to give you the best technical advice and the fittings you need. We'll also deliver the parts to you. Think of us as the Bunnings of pools. Pool Supermarket at O'Halloran Hill. 55 years, 3 generations. We sell everything except pools. Poolsupermarket.com.au.
Every new Chevrolet Silverado now comes with a 5-year unlimited kilometre warranty and 5-year roadside assist. The Chevrolet Silverado. Brought to you by General Motors Specialty Vehicles. Live big. Truck it. T's and C's apply. Visit gmspecialtyvehicles.com.
Harvey Norman Black Friday sale. Unbeatable deal. 50% off Ecovacs Dbot N20 Pro Plus RoboVac and Mop, now just $497. Save $180 on Westinghouse multifunction oven, now just $492. Save $68 on JBL Essential 2 Encore Party Box speaker, now just $277. And save $75 on Nespresso Virtuo Pop Capsule Coffee Machine with Milk Frother, now only $194. Best brands, best range, best prices. There's more in store at Harvey Norman Black Friday sale.
Hi, it's Jane Riley here. You've probably heard me talking about fusion clinical trials. Clinical research is vital for paving the way in the development of new medications and future health management. This is Fusion's commitment in Adelaide with its team of doctors, health professionals and the community working together to improve the well-being of all Australians and those beyond our shores. Rest assured, we'll be hearing more about Fusion clinical research in the months ahead. Trusted research, proven results, Fusion.
Streaming live via the 5AA Player app on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. This is 5AA, always Adelaide.
Toolkit Depot has all the gear for every trade under one roof, backed by their price beat promise.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
10 minutes after 5, still so much to come on this Thursday night on the program. James Fantasia at 5:30. He's going to reflect on what the draft used to look like 20 years ago, because it's very different to today. Our 36ers won last night in the Ignite Cup, but what happened with Bryce Cotton? He was very emotional on the floor. We'll get Peter Hooley to join us to explain. And Nathan Cosmina ahead of the Reds home game Friday night. We have tickets to give away to that against Melbourne City, and tickets as well to the Adelaide Giants' first home series of the season against the Perth Heat. Your calls as well, 8223 0000. But of course, for Crow supporters, last night a young local and of course a familiar name is returning to West Lakes.
With pick 22, Adelaide select Mitch Marsh from West Adelaide and the Kangarilla Football Club.
Timmy, this was my highlight of last night. Ben Marsh, as we know, is a Crows 1998 Premiership player. His son, Mitch Marsh, has been drafted to Adelaide and can dare to dream to do what his dad did with the club he's grown up to love.
Congratulations.
Ben and Mitch, welcome and congratulations.
Thank you. Go, guys. Thank you.
Start with you, Mitchy boy. Talk us through the emotions of it.
Yeah, obviously it was a pretty long night for me, a bit later in the night, so I was sitting on the couch for a while getting pretty nervous, and then to finally hear my name get called out, it was an unreal feeling.
And the fact that your name got there was no doubt you're going to be an AFL player, but it's your club, it's the Crows, it's Dad's club.
Yeah, growing up supporting them my whole life, and Dad played for him as well. So then, staying in SA. So, couldn't have been any better.
Well, here's something to look forward to as a goal. I don't know whether you're a goal setter. Your dad's debut year, he played round 19, kicked 3, had a sensational game with his ruck work, and then 9 games later he won a flag. So, can you please do that, Mitch?
Emulate.
I'll give it my best effort.
I know you. Hey, Ben, but that's true, wasn't it? Your 9th game, you're a premiership player.
Yeah, I was, and probably didn't really realise what that meant at that particular point in time. I was pretty lucky to get to that point, but it was very, very lucky and pretty happy to be in that space. But I'm very proud of Mitchell. He's worked really hard over the last couple of years with his fitness and working his game craft, and it's great that he's got some reward. But as we do know, at the start of the journey, he's got to a club, which is great. Now he's got a fair bit of work ahead of him to make the most of that opportunity.
Ben, how was everybody in the household? I could see the reaction. I was a little bit concerned for Mitch that he might get an ACL injury or something with everybody jumping on top of him. But that's the emotion of it. But how was that the whole household? Who was in there for a starters? Name who was there.
Yeah, so we had my mum and dad and my sister and Mitchell's cousins, all similar age, and a couple of his mates from school and a couple of guys from Westies that he's been playing with over the last couple of years as well. So good group of young fellas, I suppose. They're all pretty enthusiastic when it happened, jumping on the couch on top of him, that sort of stuff, which seems to be the norm for these celebrations when you see it on the live streams. But it all went really well.
I go crazy. To you, Mitch, congratulations first of all, but just talking with your dad there, what about mum? Because I know sometimes mums are thinking, if my boys have to go interstate, I'm not sure about that. They've had you for the 18 years and they like you in their, what would you say, just near them. What was Mum like and the fact that you ended up staying home?
Yeah, I think she was incredibly happy. She was pretty emotional when my name got called out straight away. So, I think she was probably one of the most nervous on last night, to be honest. So I think she's very relieved. I think she's more relieved that I was drafted more than anything. Just seeing her watching me grow up, I guess, and the work and stuff that I've done to put into my footy, and she knew how much of a dream this was for me. So I think she finds it more of a relief just that her son was able to give himself this opportunity. I think she was happy if I moved away, either way, even if I was still able to achieve my dream. So I think she's just happy overall.
You're mentioning, they asked you, who do you emulate or who do you like to watch play and the like, and you mentioned Jeremy Cameron. I thought that was probably a good choice. He works really hard, leads up at the ball like your good self, lovely left foot, and which you've got as well. I'm just wondering, are you going to follow Jeremy that far where you buy a farm and name your cows and do silly stuff like that, or will just concentrate on his footy traits?
Yeah, I guess, he's a very good footballer and definitely someone that I sort of look to. But, we got a few cows at home as well. So,
there you go.
So I guess it's probably... I don't really name. So we got a few that we used to name, but there's none of the ones we got at the moment to name. So we might think of one, or I'm not sure.
And Crow Skipper was around to put a jumper over your shoulders, Mitch.
Yeah, that was super cool for him to come out to my home and say good day and get to meet him and everything like that. I think all the boys are pretty. Sort of starstruck, and even I was, to be honest, when he walked around the corner, I didn't even know he was coming. So, that was pretty cool.
Well, I tell you what, if you follow what he does and how professional he is and how hard he works, and we hear that that's what you love, you're a great runner, so he's a great role model to look up to.
Yeah, definitely, I 100% agree.
Yeah, and all you have to do is tap Tex on the shoulder and say, mate, the new Cowboy's in town.
Hopefully I'll get to learn plenty from him and the other boys.
Yeah. So when do you start? What's your movements now?
So I think I'll start Monday next week. So not a lot of turnaround. So I'm looking forward to it.
You might have to move away from home, but you sound like you live out in the sticks.
Yeah, it's not too far. It's probably it might be about an hour and a touch from Westlake. So we're just sort of sorting through all that stuff now. Let's see what happens.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Hey, Ben, for you guys, and just talking to Mitch about Mum, was it big relief for you guys?
Yeah, it was. I mean, as Mitch just said, it's probably the one big thing. It's, you just want to hope that he gets drafted somewhere. It didn't really matter where, and just the whole tension, the whole build-up for it. It's pretty, I wouldn't say it's horrific, but it's pretty tough for the families, I think, just to get that closure, or not closure on it, but just get what's going to happen and put it to bed. So it was really good for him to get drafted out and knowing that he's going somewhere and get it done on the first night and not have to drag over to another night, which could have been the case, I guess, and had that. So there's a real sense of relief, and the fact that he got gets to stay home or close by is amazing. And you're probably right. He probably moved out of home, which is good. Be a bit closer to the club, and we spend a lot of time down there nowadays as a professional footballer, so it makes sense that he's a bit closer than where we are. So, but he still can come up every now and then when he wants to.
Yeah, well, October they'll have a new club, so your timing can't be any better, Mitch. You'll have a new headquarters, a new home, October next year.
Mm.
Yeah, I heard about that, so that'll be pretty cool.
Pretty exciting. I was just going to say, Ben, now, when you go and watch Mitch, you might debut Adelaide Oval, under lights, you're the CEO at CME, they put those lights up. They better work, mate.
You give me a promotion there, Tim, but I'm not sure Chris would be happy about being called the CEO.
I gave Chris a promotion as well. He's director and you're CEO.
We'll take that where it is, but I mean, and we'll hopefully do the lights at Severton coming up in the new year as well. So
beautiful.
Looking forward to getting that stuff done as part of our business. So it's pretty cool that we. You get to see the fruits of your labour for all of our team. Really, it's really good. I know you've done a little bit of work with us, Tim, over the gym as well. So it's a great business, and having that I guess, a bit of a niche in that sports lighting space is really cool to have that output and then go there and say, yeah, we did all this.
Well, you'll be able to see the fruits of your labour and the fruits of your loins all at the same time.
Oh, God. Ben, to the family, Mitch, to you, congratulations. Suck up today and the emotions of it all, because it all starts probably tomorrow. And like your dad said, it's just a number. It's an opportunity. Now it's all at your feet, Mitch, to go as hard as you can for as long as you can at a great club, mate, that your dad won a flag with. It must be very emotional. Thanks for your time, the pair of you. And, Mitch, we'll keep in touch.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, boys. Thanks.
Well done, lads. Well done. Congratulations.
How's that?
Thank you.
Another, well, not father-son. He got picked up, a bit like my Colt, and he's at the club that his dad played for. The same number as I did, 31, and James. Wonder whether he'll get 31. It'll be up to Mitch whether he does or he doesn't. But he is a prodigious talent. I'm very excited for him.
That would be, again, somebody into numerology would just love that. The fact that you were 31.
James was 31.
And Ben was 31.
Ben got 31.
I'll tell you what. Well, we'll keep an eye on that one.
Well, there's only one of us that won a flag, and his name was Ben Marsh. I hope his Colt does.
Yeah, congratulations to Ben Marsh, the father of Mitch Marsh, who's going to be at the Adelaide Crows.
It's a great story for Crows fans. It's 20 minutes after 5. Let's check your traffic. Aussies have rated Automasters as the top pick in CanStar Blues Car Servicing Group survey for most satisfied customers.
Afternoon at Ingle Farm, a smash causing quite big delays. Bridge Road near Montague Road. Semaphore, urgent gasworks today. Military Road near Semaphore Road. And at the Parklands, road closures for the V8 supercars come into effect tomorrow morning from 6 o'clock. So to Kettleville Terrace, Bartels Road and Wakefield Road will be closed. Traffic will be just feral tomorrow, so avoid that whole area if you can. Camera, Dawes Road, Melrose Park. Moving house is hard. Origin is making it a little easier by helping you move your electricity, natural gas and internet in one easy call. Origin, all kinds of useful. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Love entertaining outdoors? Adelaide Outdoor Kitchens is turning up the heat this radiothon with a $12,500 voucher towards your dream outdoor kitchen or polished concrete bench top. 5AA's Variety Radiothon is on Friday the 28th of November, giving you the chance to bid. Create the ultimate space for summer barbecues and family get-togethers. Proudly designed and built right here in South Australia. Visit 5AA.com.au. All thanks to Adelaide Outdoor Kitchens, Variety SA and 5AA.
If your solar system's been up there for 10 or 15 years, it's probably more than paid for itself. But the truth is, it's not performing like it used to. Now's the perfect time to upgrade with NRG Solar. Today's panels are twice as efficient at a fraction of the cost, and most families see payback in just a few years. Solar and battery rebates make solar more affordable than ever. Get in touch with us at NRG Solar for zero power bills and total peace of mind. Visit nrgsolar.com.au.
Launch into study at Adelaide University and be part of a supportive learning community. Learn from world-class academics and graduate with the skills and experience to step confidently into your career. Search Adelaide University now.
The all-new Mitsubishi ASX has landed at Agostino Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Mawson Lakes, so now is the time to head in and test drive it for yourself.
It's a ripper. It's been totally reimagined with European-style designer looks, cutting-edge technology that includes built-in Google and a full suite of safety features. It is sleek and it is smart. You hit a tree with this thing and it's like a protective coat.
Well, you won't hit it because
bounce off it.
It's too smart for that.
No, that's exactly right. The auto brakes will go,
there.
Correct. Yeah, well done. Sorry about that.
It's a beauty, and every new Mitsubishi ASX comes with the renowned Mitsubishi 10-year new car warranty and 10-year capped price servicing. Nobody can match that, making your life just that little bit easier.
Now, we use that as a throwaway line. No one does.
No
one does.
10 and
Why
10.
Would you not get yourself a Mitzi? I have. I've actually lived that. Don't just take our word for it. We'll take my word for it. Head into Aggie's, Agostino Mitzi, Nailsworth, the Mawson Lakes, and be the first one to take a test drive in the all-new Mitsubishi ASX and discover your new dream car today.
People tell us it's much easier, that it costs a lot less. People tell us we remove all the hassles and the water tastes better. More and more people are upgrading to Puritap, better tasting water, scheduled regular filter changes, much more affordable. It all adds up to less cost and better taste.
Puritap, the purest water on tap.
More and more people are upgrading. When will you? Less cost, better tasting water. Puritap, 133502.
We believe no child should be held back by poverty. Do you? 1 in 6 Australian children are living with poverty. It can take away so much, but it should never take away a child's self-belief and the chance to build a better future. You can help give something back this Christmas by providing urgent extra learning support to Australian children in need. Please donate today. Search the Smith family.
The next chapter begins. A new elevated shopping experience awaits at Burnside Village. Experience a world of luxury where elegance meets style at South Australia's only dedicated luxury mall, where you will discover a curated selection of the world's most desirable brands, including Paz Paley, Tiffany & Co, Watches of Switzerland and the Louis Vuitton pop-up. Burnside Village, where fashion lives. BurnsideVillage.com.au.
Toolkit Depot has all the gear for every trade under one roof, backed by their price beat promise.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
24 minutes after 5, Thursday evening. Very soon, James Fantasia to join us, the former Crows recruiting man, as we're going to have a little look back into yesteryear, what the draft used to look like and how it used to play out from his end. We have tickets to give away as well for you and four mates to get along and see some great sporting action this weekend. The Adelaide Giants, first home series. They take on the Perth Heat down at West Beach, the Dicolour Australia Stadium, 20th to the 22nd of November. If you want to head along with all your mates, 8223 0055.
Now, Thursday nights we've been talking, what'd you do sport-wise? Because Thursday nights, especially in summer, was a big one. Well,
cricket.
Darts, yes. Dave Lennon reckons in the 70s, the cricket clubs would sell cards. Now, you got the cards. You get 3 test players on the card. Depending on the way they played, that gave you points. If you get the most points, you win the dollars.
Oh, that's
a great
good.
system.
That's good.
Love that idea. That's sensational.
10-pin bowling, Timmy?
10-pin bowling on a Thursday, like that one. This one from Davey says, Gawler Thursday night, 8-ball comp. Teams from all the pubs, great nights, great competition.
Wasn't the trots always on Thursday night? Or the dogs?
Here was Saturday night. Dogs were Thursday.
Yeah.
Dogs were Thursday. Huge, and they will be on tonight at Angle Park again. Now, good friend of ours, Phil Aspinall, of course, calls a lot of Sample footy and the like. He said he used to play Thursday night social basketball, and he was living out at Norwood at the Starplex in Gawler, which is a great setup out there.
That is brilliant out there.
They were sponsored by Whitco, and they were called the Padlock Flashes, which is a fair name. But one night he blew his ACL out, had to drive home left-legged, and he was driving that slow. The cops pulled him over. So he's had a bad night.
Phil.
Great story, Phil. Great story.
I've been left-legged after too many Aperols.
Oh, that's true.
Hey, we might do that topic tomorrow.
Yeah, the names of your teams.
Names of your summer.
Hold.
Okay.
Hold.
No, but people can... Don't ring in now.
Think about
it for tomorrow.
But keep telling us what you were doing on a Thursday night. What was Johnny doing on a Thursday night at Port Augusta?
Hello, boys.
What are you up to, mate?
Cricket training and at one stage a little bit of twilight tennis.
Yeah, that's a good idea on a Thursday, twilight tennis.
It was semi-serious. It wasn't real serious.
Yeah.
Cricket training which is what I want summer sport. Well, that was serious. And then a couple of beers afterwards.
Good.
On Ian Chappell's thoughts on baseball, he's right. I mean, it's just all he's saying is England is finally under Barry McCullum.
Yeah,
Peter McCullum.
Yep.
Peter McCullum and Ben Stokes are playing cricket the right way, showing a bit of intent, trying to put the bad ball away. Yeah, see out the good one, but straw off the rest. Like, I watched them a couple of years ago. They were in Pakistan, and they were going too far. They scored over 500 a day, and they were going berserk. They wouldn't survive against really good attacks on a spicy deck. So, just thought on that, and it's just about common sense, showing intent like they should have done 2 years ago.
Correct.
It's traditionally conservative. They play for a draw rather than win. But I think Brendan McCullum's a good coach, and I think that Ben Stokes is a good captain. So it'll be a great series.
Can't
wait
series. It'll be an absolute beauty.
Hey, Johnny, before you go, are they still catching big kingfish at the power station in Port Augusta?
Yeah, I think so, bro. I'm not a big fisherman, to be honest.
Oh, I must.
Ask around. Ask around, Johnny.
I heard young Ned say they had been. So
Yeah, God, they get big
I
up
heard
there.
young Ned Rick Henry say they had.
I
So
might have to
I
whip
think
up
so.
there with a carton of West End cans and take you out for a kingy fish at the power
All right,
station.
mate, we'll do that. We'll do that one day.
Done. Well done, Johnny. Thanks, mate. That's a date. Bit like Dawn Fraser in my spa. Nettie doesn't like West End cans.
No,
he got smashed for that,
Gee whiz,
and rightly so.
And rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
You know what they say, the old saying, play to your audience, son.
Play
to your audience. Come on. Let's go to Largs Bay. G'day, Steve. What'd you get up to on a Thursday night?
Oh, you already mentioned the Gawler pub scene for the 8 ball.
Yeah.
There was a lot more than just Gawler. It was Two Wells and Smithfield and
Brilliant.
Out to Roseworthy and everywhere. About 20-odd teams played
Wow.
every Thursday night. And Two Wells Tavern that I played for, we won 7 premierships in 8 years.
Oh, Steve. Gee whiz.
And one of our players, Adam Andreski, went on later to be picked in the Australian 8-ball team, played in the World Championships, and won the World Championships in 8-ball. We beat Ireland in the World Final.
Unbelievable. All the way from Two Wells. What a champion story.
Good. Thanks for
Hey,
sharing
Steve,
that,
that's a beauty.
Steve.
Thanks,
that
mate.
might be a Levita. We'll
Yeah.
put that on the podium.
Gee,
$50
that's on the
Levita.
podium.
Hey, how did we not have a listener call through and mention this one on Thursday? And it was famous.
Yeah.
And it is still famous. Night Owl Bowls.
Night Owl Bowls. That's a great call.
Oh, I just thought of it
Yeah,
then.
Night
Owl
Owl
Bowls.
Bowls. Jeez, nobody's
Used to play
mentioned it.
down at Henley. Oh,
Now,
God,
we've got
it
a
was
special
great.
guest tomorrow night.
Have we?
The Australian singles champion, long
Really?
bowler.
Really?
And only a young man. I think he was born in 1990.
Well, it is a young man's
Very
sport
young.
now.
Well, it's a lot younger than what people sort of perceive it to be. But he has gone, and Port Noarlunga is where he plays, but he's gone and he's won the Australian singles championship. He's now off to play in the Worlds.
That is incredible. We got him tomorrow.
We're going to speak to him tomorrow. So how good's that?
1990.
So what? Yeah, what does that make it? 35. 35-year-old.
Good luck to him.
Unreal.
Spring chicken.
Night Owl
4 to that
Bowls.
chap.
Give us a call. Thursday night, Night Owl Bowls.
How good. What did you get up to on Thursday night? It's 8223 0000. Headlines coming up and then Fanta.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good evening, Tamira Francis with the 5:30 News headlines. 2 winners, are they better than one? The Australia Day Council rectifies an embarrassing awards bungle. A major supermarket trialling a new way for customers to pay. The Greens claim the government has let Australia down after failing to secure the rights to the next year's COP summit. And in sport, night 2 of the AFL draft gets underway in the next hour. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Aussies have rated Automasters as the top pick in CanStar Blue's Car Servicing Group survey for most satisfied customers.
Afternoon, a smash at Ingle Farm to look out for. Bridge Road near Montague Road, Semaphore, Urgent Gasworks, Military Road near Semaphore Road, and at the Parklands, road closures for the V8 supercars come into effect tomorrow morning from 6 o'clock. So Decaturville, Terrace Bar, Tells and Wakefield Road will be closed. Traffic will just be awful tomorrow morning around there. If you can, avoid that on the drive-in tomorrow. Cameras, Belair Road, Hawthorne and Birdwood Terrace at North Plinton. Check out Foodland's late week specials. South Australian Riverland apricots, $8.90 per kilo. Yes, just $8.90 per kilo. Hurry, and tomorrow at Foodland, great food lives here. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast, clear and down to 10 tonight, partly cloudy and 25 tomorrow. Right now it's 19 degrees. We'll have more news for you at 6 on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
We were contacted by a parent of someone in an under-12 team at Modbury as part of the Adelaide Community Basketball Association.
David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
The team was told that they were ineligible to play finals because they were too good.
5AA Breakfast.
I just think it's utterly pathetic that this competition is done. I mean, what are we teaching children? There are times in life where you just cannot beat somebody because they're better than you.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
All aboard for an exclusive rail event with Phil Hoffman Travel and Journey Beyond. Join us at the Adelaide Parklands Terminal on Tuesday the 9th of December and be the first to discover exciting new itineraries for the 2027 season. Plus, enjoy exclusive booking bonuses available on the day. Experience Australia's most iconic all-inclusive rail adventures, the GAN, Indian Pacific and Great Southern, where comfort, cuisine and connection meet. Register today at pht.com.au.
Hi, it's Wayne Phillips. We're celebrating Wayne Phillips Ford's 40th anniversary. Right now, we've a handful of Ford Ranger Wild Tracks in stock with a bi-turbo from only $67,000 drive away for ABN holders. Or go all out with the V6 Ranger Wild Track, now under $72,000 drive away for ABN holders. Save $8,500. Be quick, when they're gone, they're gone. Wayne Phillips Ford celebrating 40 years at Christie's Beach, or go online at waynephillipsford.com.au.
Oh, picture this, Rowey, and you'll absolutely know what I'm talking about. You've just gone out, you've parked the caravan, you've pulled out the ingredients for a delicious dinner, you go to light the cooktop, and there's no gas.
No gas.
Oh, come on.
That's enough to make you want to spew up. That is a nightmare. But one that could have been avoided if you've gone to see the team at Max Built Training Co. They are called Max Built Training Co. The team have been keeping caravans cooking, gas burners working and more since 1946.
Well, they know what they're doing. I went out there last week and saw Greg, and I'm telling you, I walked in and it is an outdoor person's dream. You just go in there, and he said to me, your old man used to come see me. And I said, oh, I can see by the looks of this, he would have been in absolute heaven. There was every nut, bolt, you name it, gas burner that you could name. It's located on Research Road in Paraka now, and Max Build has a reputation as a go-to destination for anything. Gas bottle refilling, hard-to-source parts, knowledge. I'm telling you, any part you want, go there. The expertise is provided by Greg himself. He's that good, and it can only be provided by the best in the business. And when I went out there, I'm telling you, you want a gas burner, a little small one like that, or you want to put a big paella on, he's got it.
Wow.
It's amazing.
I've got a gas
Lots of
bottle
outdoor stuff.
That's rusted at the top.
Take it to him.
Take it to him?
Yeah, take it to him.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
gas bottles everywhere because they're changing the threads. You might have heard about this.
They have, the
green
bigger
cap,
ones.
yeah,
Yes.
and the like. So go and see him about that.
I'm going to head there
I've
tomorrow.
already spoken to him.
Done.
So I'm telling you, Max Built Trading, get out there. Research Road, Paraka.
Done.
Check out your shortcut to smarter shopping this Black Friday and Cyber Monday. From upgrades for the home, fashion finds for less, and tech that's worth a click. Save big with up to 12,000 expert recommended deals. Head to news.com.au/checkout.
All winter, your pool's been sleeping like a lazy teenager loaded with KFC. Now's the time to wake it up. Head to the Pool Supermarket at O'Halloran Hill. It's a mega pool store with everything you need to kickstart that pool for the best summer. Parts, accessories, toys, chemicals by the bag or pallet, including free water testing, maintenance and repairs. The Pool Supermarket literally sells everything, except pools. poolsupermarket.com.au.
Toolkit Depot has all the gear for every trade under one roof, backed by their price beat promise.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
24 minutes to 6. We have Reds tickets to give away very soon. And Nathan Cosmina from Adelaide United as we build up to Friday night football at Cooper Stadium once again. They take on Melbourne City tomorrow. And we'll talk about our 36ers who last night got the win over Illawarra in the Ignite Cup. Peter Hooley to join us after 6.
Well, what was the AFL draft like back in the 90s? How much further can it go, and what was it like last night? Well, our next guest is James Fantasia, who's been a player, a list manager / recruiting manager, development officer for years at the Sample, GM of footy at the Western Bulldogs.
That's right.
Came back, he was brilliant with my club, Nord, as the CEO. Pretty impressive footy resume. He's done it all. Speaker Fanner, well done, buddy. Are you there?
Oh, Rowey, thank you. That's a lovely introduction. And Timmy, great to hear from you, mate. But isn't it an exciting time? Nothing's changed. There'd be some families that'll be pretty nervous tonight, sitting and waiting. And of course, it's over 2 nights now where it used to be just the one night. And so it kind of drags it out in some ways, but gives us time to digest it all as well.
Yeah. Now we'll go back. You were the Crows recruiting manager from 95 to 2007. Tell me, did you have a list committee management team? Was it just you and whom? Did the boards and the coaches override? Just give us a picture of what it was like back in the 90s when you started with me out there at 95, Jimmy?
Yeah, well, I guess, look, it went through stages, Rowey, because the industry itself was becoming professional. So in the first couple of years, to be honest, you were the recruiting manager, you were the player welfare manager, you were the, list and national recruiting. So you kind of, it was a smaller operation, but much larger, and we had a terrific
you had a lot of hats, Fanner.
A lot of hats, Timmy, but the truth was we just had an incredibly strong group of networked right across Australia that were our recruiting team.
Yeah.
And the truth is, most of there's 3 or 4 guys there that the jobs that they were doing, quite honestly, they would be full-time jobs now.
Wow.
And they did just a fantastic job. We had a key person in every state, and then what we would do is have 3 or 4 in the key states, and then, a typical year is when you first start out. The first third of the year is all about casting the net. You go into a year with a list of the best kids already that you know about, but you're really just looking for that talent. So you're cross-referencing, but you're certainly looking at a very large pool. Then as the year goes on, you're getting more and more refined, and what you find is you start really trailing players. And the other thing that happens is, back in our day, we were doing probably 80 to 90 home interviews. So,
wow.
And then on top of that, you're meeting them at draft camps and at various other stages through the year. And I always thought that was a really important part of trying to understand the person, the player, and where they were coming from.
Big job, no doubt about that. You did it very well, considering all of those elements that you had to work with. But I got to say, when the draft night, and my memory of it in those late sort of 90 periods, was that the clubs used to sit around in like a big basketball hall or something like that. It'd come up to their turn, and there'd be all this discussion, and sometimes
it's never televised.
Yeah, and sometimes it'd be a quick answer, and sometimes it'd be a long answer. And like Rowey said, how much did coaches and the like get involved back then? Because I can remember some nights Alan Stewart and Tocco having quite heated discussions before they went and said a number or a name.
Yeah, well, Timmy, I guess it really came again. If you think about the evolution of what's actually happened in this particular part of the business, coaches still had a very significant say in the late 90s, and then what people started to realise was that, do you know what, they just weren't getting enough information in terms of them seeing what they, and so you needed to start building teams to really get that detail. And then I think the clubs decided, worked out that really the people that should be making those calls are really the recruiters. Because at the end of the day, or at least manager now as well, because you've got to throw in the trading options. So really the coach becomes part of the decision-making and the process, but he's not the main character in it. And I think that was a significant change in those early 2000s, really, where most clubs started to align like that. And incidentally, if you go and look at mature sports, and I'm talking like American NFL, gridiron football, basketball, where they have these drafts. Well, what you tended to see was that by nature, they were doing things a lot more advanced than what we were. So we were always learning from them. And now now they can trade on the draft night. You can swap picks and so on. Where we never really had those. Leverage, those levers back in the day, and we were still very on the infancy side of it.
I was trying to remember, when did trade come into it? When did we start trading players?
In 95, a guy called Shane O'Sullivan, who was the recruiting manager for the Carlton, he's the one who actually organised to get all the clubs into one day.
Wow.
And we called it a trade day, where what we actually did was you'd bring your key people, and you'd actually get a 10-minute or 15-minute window with every club. It was on a roster. They'd ring a bell in the corridor, and if you were the home team, you stayed, and if you were the away team, you'd go next door and you'd go and meet with the clubs, and you talk about, basically it'd go like this, who's the untouchables, and who you're prepared to start talking about.
Wow.
And you'd share that as a preliminary to try and, see who was available, what clubs were trying to, what you could start to try to understand what other club strategies might be. And it certainly gave you an insight into your own value of your list. So, and look, that's just grown every year since 95. And the clubs just do it so well now. It's a very different, in terms of information, it's a very different world. I just remember us writing our first ever recruiting packages online, and you imagine now what they're doing with AI and the ability to analyse, and it's not just that, it's the data that's there. It's a very transparent and a lot more deeper insights than perhaps we were able to get back in those days.
Okay. Did you have a list committee or a list management team? Absolutely,
yes. And it was important, Rowey, to have a number of key people that not only what I needed to do was make sure they were up to speed as well. So I had three what I called generals, Greg Summit and John Girardi and Rob Reed. And those guys in particular would actually, I'd sent them, John would go to Perth maybe 8 or 9 times a year. Samo would go to Melbourne, about the same. Rob would cross over in other states. They would lead their teams, but they were I called them my generals. And you needed that because they needed to have a good, amount of work to be able to see, to be able to have those conversations and really get into some debate about what you thought they could bring. And just having those extra heads to bounce off of, mate, it's critical.
Yeah. Interviews, picking them, getting together, you get to draft night, and I know, James, we've talked about it. There are hits and misses, and every club has hits and misses, and there's no club better than the other because there's so many variables in it. I look at Fisher Mackesy not that long ago. The club picked him. He ended up not doing anything, and off he went. Ours back in your day was Lawrence Angwin. Now, it's famously been noted that you wanted Kane Corns, but you got overruled. Just again, who overruled you and how did that happen? He was picked 7.
Well, it's an interesting one. I mean, look, again, it's not about pointing fingers and, that's kind of come out and talk. But at the time, you'd never, ever surrender that type of information. What was, we all agreed on it and we stuck with it. But, when it came out, I mean, I just remember this. I think the board asked for a bit of a review on that one about 3 years later, and it was the first time I'd ever been invited to the board to talk about the draft leading into it. So I actually made mention in that meeting that as the recruiting team, and it wasn't just me, it was my other members, we thought the safest bet was Kane Corns. We didn't really need another midfielder, but in terms of what we thought he could bring, that was our lean. We loved Lawrence Angwin. He had he been eligible the year before, he probably would have gone in the top 3. But he slipped back, and we just thought there was a bit more risk with him, but gee whiz, his upside was enormous. So it wasn't that we were disappointed with that decision, but again, it was probably a one where, again, if it had been later in the career, the recruiting team probably would have had the final say in that. But they're just swings and roundabouts. And,
I get
we had some good wins and we had some shockers, like you said, Rowey. Probably we all have had those. Yeah. I tell you what I did do though, and this was really important to me, was whilst this is such an exciting and you're giving out the winning cross lotto tickets, the first thing you're doing is you're ringing the players to congratulate them, and it's exciting, and you're telling them the next steps. But I always made a point later in the night to ring the half a dozen boys that didn't get drafted.
Well done.
And I would ring them just to, because I knew they'd be absolutely flat. And I thought that was important, that they'd also heard that they were very much in consideration. Don't give up the chase. Stick with it. And so, there's always this, we focus around the winners because they're going to get drafted and it's exciting. There'll be a few kids tonight, young men, that'll be pretty disappointed not getting it, and they'll be very close. So, I always had that kind of in the back of my mind as well. Yeah. Something to consider, and you've lived through all of that as a parent. You know exactly the roller coaster, and I think it's really important we kind of have got a balance on all of that. So but overall, it's just a great time for the footy club.
Oh, it is. It is.
And the people coming into it.
Very exciting. One last one. Matty Rendell, when did you work with him? Where did he come in? And how good was he as a recruiter?
Matty came in after me, but I had lots of kind of working across with Matty. Very, how would I say it? He was in another club, but I always admired his footy nous. He was quite a exceptional. Exceptional IQ in footy. And, so that was amazing when I was rapt when he came in after me, and I think he did it. He just complimented anything that we'd be doing. So, that was pretty special too, I think.
Yeah. Jimmy, you can talk forever on it. Thanks, mate, to reminisce and have a look at how far it's come from when you were there in 95 to 07.
The only thing I'll leave you with, and this is important for Timmy more than anyone.
Okay.
Timmy,
yes, sir.
I was actually, now, remember, mate, we grew up together and stuff, and we played alongside each other and against each other, but I was a professional in terms of recruiting, and, mate, I would have 100% recruited you as a player in your day. Just want you to know that.
Oh, thank you, James.
Well, that's easy to say in hindsight, a 7-time premiership player and 300-game legend of a club. I mean, that's like picking a cherry off a tree, Jimmy.
No. Well, there you go.
I do remember I did a class, what they call it, was it class 2 that you had to do the coaching level 2 coaching course?
Level 2, yeah.
And Fanner was working at Adelaide at the time, and he did a presentation about
and Craigie
recruiting.
Did as well for you, didn't he?
Yeah, and he went up there in Orison, and he said, so for instance, he said, have a look at this stateside, and he brought up our stateside of when we went away to Till Cup together in '82.
Because you played with Jimmy in that Till Cup. Yeah, I thought.
And he's got here,
his highlights.
He said, look at these blokes, these Anderson, Jarman, you'll probably pick those. They're pretty obvious, He said, have a look at this little bloke. Would you pick this little fella up? And I said, I would.
Were you in that?
I would, Timmy. I just want you to know that.
That's a
you're
good
a champion. Thanks,
well
James.
done, Fanner.
No, thanks, boys. Thanks for having me on. It's great to reminisce, and what an exciting night for the boys tonight.
Well
Good
done.
luck to them
Thank
all.
you for sharing it, James Fantasia, our guest.
Yeah, brilliant to reflect. Absolutely right. It's 11 minutes to 6. Let's check your traffic out there. Aussies have rated Automasters as the top pick in CanStar Blue Car Servicing Group survey for most satisfied customers.
Afternoon at Ingle Farm, a smash on Bridge Road near Montague Road. Semaphore, urgent gasworks on Military Road near Semaphore Road. And at the Parklands, road closures for the V8 supercars come into effect tomorrow morning from 6. So to Kettleville Terrace, Bar Tours Road and Wakefield Road will be affected. And if last year was anything to go by, traffic will be feral there in the morning. It always catches everyone off guard for that first morning, so keep it in mind to avoid awful delays. Got a camera this afternoon, South Terrace in the city too. The award-winning Nissan X-Trail range, now even better value with e-Power Hybrid for the price of petrol. Search Nissan offers today, T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Join Rowey and Timmy G in the studio every afternoon with 5AA's live video stream of the Sports Show. Visit Adrian Bryan Hyundai and take a test drive today to find your perfect Hyundai car. A-Lifts Road, St Mary's.
Hi, I'm Bronte Manuel from Toop and Toop. Spring has traditionally been the peak time for selling your home. As the gardens bloom, so too do buyer numbers. But while demand is high, stock levels remain at historic lows. That means more competition for the homes on the market and a greater chance of achieving a premium result for your property. At Toop and Toop, our experience, local knowledge and negotiation expertise give you the edge when it matters most. Visit toop.com.au to find out more.
Australians deserve a stronger pharmaceutical benefits scheme, one that is faster, fairer and fit for the future. Did you know it has been 30 years since the PBS was reviewed? In that time, science and medicines have made significant advancements, but our process for getting Australians access to these advancements is letting us down. If you would like to do your part to help all Australians waiting to access critical medicines, simply visit strongerpbs.com.au today.
You seen the forecast?
For when?
On the next 3 days.
Oh, glorious. I'm sorry.
25, 29, 30.
Easterly wind, but...
You know what it's going to be?
Easterlies.
There's no easterlies in my backyard.
No, true.
At the barbecue, I'm going to be the Tongmaster, the backyard hospitality director. And when I do, I'll deserve the very best outdoor kitchen from Adelaide Outdoor Kitchens.
They are very good.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
they're better than very good. They're great. You can... what do you call it? You can tailor make it, custom make your Adelaide outdoor kitchen.
Those concrete bench tops are to die for.
Pick the bar fridge, the pizza oven, the custom made concrete bench top. Be it yours. There'll be no other house in Australia like your Adelaide outdoor kitchen one because you picked it.
It'll be like a fingerprint.
That's it.
Unique to you.
Unique.
So call for a consultation and a quote today. Visit the Seaford Meadows showroom on Barrow Circuit or check them out at adelaideoutdoorkitchens.com.au.
At Coles, get set for a season of savings. Right now, crunch into Christmas cheer with half-price Smith's Crinkle Cut or Double Crunch potato chips, 150 to 170 grams, just $2.50 each. In-store or online at Coles. Offer ends Tuesday.
Shane from Drummond Golf, you've been busy turning good golfers into great golfers.
We certainly have, Rowey. We have the best gear for golfers at all levels. And with the price match guarantee, you know you'll get the best for less.
And you'll improve their game with Mini Golf Max, big swing simulators and My Match Expert fitting. You've helped me, Shane. I shot over 200 metres the other day.
What, in the right direction, Timmy?
That's the next lesson, boys.
Lift your game with Drummond Golf, Australia's biggest golf retailer.
Generic brand cleaning services. Press 1 if you'd like to stay on hold for another 30 minutes. Or if you'd like to scream into the handset, press 2.
At Servicing SA, Cleaning and Facility Solutions, you speak to real South Aussies about cleaning your retail, commercial or community property. The interstaters might promise the world, but will they show up when the bins overflow on Friday? Affordable, reliable and 100% local. That's Servicing SA. Go to servicingsa.com.au.
Toolkit Depot has all the gear for every trade under one roof, backed by their price beat promise.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
6 minutes to 6. Peter Hooley to join us, NBL expert commentator, on the back of our Sixers win at the Ignite Cup last night at home. But Bryce Cotton was a curious story, found very emotional during the second half. We'll get the full story after 6 o'clock.
Okay, we'll find out what happened there. But they had the win. That was the main thing.
Yes.
And we're looking for another win for Adelaide United at home. We've got a undefeated
Melbourne
record
City,
at home at the moment. We've got the CEO on the line, Nathan Cosmina.
Cosy.
We are very good at home at the moment.
Afternoon, guys. Yeah, we are. We haven't had a positive track record at home for a couple of years, so to start 2 from 2 with another big one tomorrow. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come.
Yeah, well, Melbourne City, they've won 2 but drawn 2, so we know that they're a quality side and have been for a while. But at home, we've beaten Sydney as well at home. We seem to lift. It's that home. It's a great stadium, Cooper Stadium, of course. You've got the Red Army and everybody chanting away. You get good crowds, and it should be an absolute cracking night tomorrow. But we do have to win these ones at home, regardless of who we're playing.
Yeah, it's what we've always talked about as, well, not just from a football perspective, but from a league and even in a South Australian perspective. We're such a good stadium, such a good atmosphere, such parochial support, and we sort of pride ourselves on the fact that it's a difficult place for away teams to come through home ground for Adelaide United. And we again, as I mentioned, we haven't been great in that respect in terms of getting results in recent years, but we've started well, really tough games too against both Sydney sides in Sydney and Wanderers. So yeah, tomorrow doesn't really get much easier against the champions in Melbourne City. But a side that's got a really good record against at home, and also be good to have Aurelio Vidmar back in front of his own stand. Always welcome him back with open arms, a club legend.
Had a week off because of the Socceroos and the like. What did they do with that week off?
Yeah, it was a bit of a refresh, albeit on the back of a good result against Wanderers, you sort of want to keep going. But we'd had a tricky travel schedule with Macarthur and then Auckland, but we were quite fortunate injury-wise. Everyone was fit. We didn't, not really waiting to bring anyone back other than Anselmo, who's now full training and he'll be ready to go, if not tomorrow, but in the coming week. So. No, a bit of a refresh, just mentally, if nothing else, sort of just reflect on the first 4 rounds and hopefully just carry the momentum through for the next, group of matches starting tomorrow.
Have you seen incremental improvement in areas of the game of what Ayrton Andreoli's wanting to impart on the Reds, Cozzy?
Yeah, I think if you go from round 1 through 4, and I think all of our performances have been competitive, if not even better than competitive. We just have had lapses or moments where we probably haven't been as fluid as we would have liked. I think Wanderers was probably our most complete match in that sense. Clean sheet. I know that was his big want for the game more than anything else was not to concede, and we achieved that. Didn't switch off late. We gelled well, good goals. But yeah, I think we've been moving forward, and new coaching staff, refresh of the senior leaders within the the playing group as well. So that all, regardless of the best pre-season possible, it takes real games for that to come together. And I think, round 4 we're starting to see the results of it.
One player I thought added to our squad, which I saw for the first time a fortnight ago, which I was impressed with, was Juan Menez. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, correct.
Gee, he was good. I was really impressed with him. Very
nice touch,
crisp,
didn't he?
Very good touch.
Yeah, it's something we obviously Zach Clough left in the off season. We brought in Paul Goody. We lost Archie or Craig back.
Yeah.
But it was something we were conscious of, that creative flair. He's a goal scorer by, if you look at his statistics and record, he's a goal scoring midfield, very, very good on the ball, really good left foot. And, between him, Goody, and now Jovanovic is starting to score goals as well. You've got threats, and Goody traditionally, you put him anywhere near the goal, he'll cause dramas. So Juan came in a bit late in the pre-season, so they're just conscious the transition into Australian football from Europe. He was training in Spain at the time. Always takes a little bit longer than you'd like, so we've just sort of slowly given him minutes, and first start last week, and 2 weeks ago, and I thought he was really good as well.
Well, all the best tomorrow night. We'll see you there. It's going to be a big one. 7:05 kickoff at Coopers Stadium. Still get tickets?
Yep. We're cracking 10 again tomorrow night. So another big one, but more the merrier down at Coopers. So hopefully to see everyone there.
Fantastic. The CEO of Adelaide United, Nathan Cosmina, our guest. Thanks, Cosy.
Well done, Cosy.
Thanks, guys.
And, of course, if you'd like a double pass to get there, we have tickets here on 5AA, and you can call in right now to win them. 8223 0055 is the number. First callers through. Of course, tickets at Ticketek 2. 6 o'clock news time.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Tune into the 5AA Breakfast Show each week as David Kosh chats with Will and Dave.
If you're wondering why we were celebrating last week because Donald Trump cut the tariffs on Australian beef imports, hamburger prices have gone up 20% in the US in the last 12 months. This cost of living crisis in the US is pushing Trump's popularity rating down to around 30% at the moment.
David Kosh, each week on 5AA Breakfast, always Adelaide.
The very latest news and information. This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Clear and down to 10 tonight, partly cloudy and 25 tomorrow. Good evening, I'm Tamira Francis with the 6 o'clock news. The Greens claim the government has let Australians down after failing to secure the rights to next year's COP Climate Summit. Australia bowed out of the race for hosting rights, leaving Turkey to stage the event. In exchange for return Climate Change Minister Chris Bowen to be COP31 president for negotiations. Opposition leader Suzanne Lee argues it is for the best we missed out given the multi-billion-dollar cost that comes with hosting COP. But Green Senator Sarah Hanson-Young says Miss Lee does not know what she's talking about.
This is a leader who is a dead woman walking, who has been rolled over and over again by her own colleagues, by people who don't believe in the basic climate science. So whatever Susan Ley says is a pinch of salt.
Meantime, Premier Peter Malinauskas says bidding and preparing to host an international event doesn't come cheaply.
We're aware of the fact that hosting an event of this size and scale has substantial cost to it, bearing in mind that this is the next biggest event really outside of the Olympics, and the Olympics cost a lot of money too. Olympics is going to cost a lot more than this for the federal government and the Queensland government.
Presenters were left red-faced when they bungled the Senior South Australian of the Year recipient last week. The organisers have now announced a decision to crown 2 winners in the category. Meteorologist and long-time climate change volunteer Malcolm Benoit, the initial winner, who momentarily had the accolade revoked, and James Curry will now be recognised by the Australia Day Council as receiving the award. Coles is trialling a new way for customers to pay for fresh produce in South Australia. Instead of charging per kilo, apples and potentially other pieces of fruit will be priced per piece. A supermarket spokesperson stating it wants to make it easier for shoppers to work out how much they are spending. This trial is only at selected stores in South Australia, but if successful, could be rolled out nationwide. There have been calls for an overhaul to the Health Star rating on food packaging. Experts are saying the rating does not take into account any processed ingredients, which leads to unfairly high grades. Paediatric nutritionist Mandy Sacker says people are losing trust.
We have got a public health tool that the government has recognised is flawed. It rewards ultra-processed products with high health star ratings, and it's not working.
The US government is reportedly secretly working with Russia on a new 28-point plan to end the war in the Ukraine. European correspondent Hannah Sinclair has more.
The Kremlin says it has nothing to share after launching a massive attack on western Ukraine. At least 25 people, including 3 children, were killed and dozens more injured as Russian drones and missiles hit apartment blocks and critical energy infrastructure. The strikes prompting neighbouring countries to temporarily close airports and scramble fighter jets to protect their airspace as British forces were hit by lasers from a Russian spy ship on the edge of UK waters.
The US Justice Department will be required to release all unclassified documents about Jeffrey Epstein. Donald Trump has now signed legislation forcing any information from the investigation into the convicted sex offender to be released within 30 days. The US Senate unanimously approved the bill, and the president's signature was the final step towards making the files public. An increasing number of young people are cancelling social engagements at the last minute to prioritise their own self-care. It's dubbed the new cancel culture. Carly Dobber from Headspace says digital communication makes it easier to bail.
Sometimes they use that as, I don't want to say excuse, but they use it as a reason without appropriately challenging themselves. If you've been spending a lot of time at home, you're in a bit of a funk, maybe challenge yourself and understand the science of socialising. But if you've been out 6 days of the week, you're edging on burnout, then self-care is appropriate and cancelling is appropriate.
Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Collect the new season's Topps NBA cards now at Sports Card World, Regent Arcade, Rundle Mall.
2 debutants have been named for the opening Ashes Test, which gets underway at Perth Stadium tomorrow. Alex Riddle has more.
Captain Steve Smith has this afternoon confirmed opening batsman Jake Weatherald and fast bowler Brendan Doggett will make their Test debuts. It's the first time Australia will field multiple debutants in an Ashes Test since the 2010-11 New Year's Test, when Usman Khawaja and Michael Beer played their first games. Bo Webster has been dropped, Marnus Labuschagne recalled and set to bat at number 3. Smith also confirming Cameron Green's position at number 6. England skipper Ben Stokes says fast bowler Mark Wood is expected to play despite hamstring concerns and believes Wood and fellow quick Jofra Archer are primed to cause problems for the Aussies.
In a curious case for Cotton, Adelaide 36er Bryce Cotton says a mid-game conversation meant the world to the tearful MVP in last night's win over Illawarra at home. The NBL superstar thanking assistant coach Kerry Williams for supporting him during a highly emotional scene during last night's game. Cotton was scoreless early and then appeared proppy later in the Sixers' 12-point win over the Hawks. Cotton says he was dealing with a lot and he was able to channel his energy and focus on staying in the game and giving it his all after. And it's night 2 in the AFL draft. It gets underway in the next hour. This comes after South Australia had a very successful night last night, 7 of the 25 picks from the South Australian football system. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Aussies have rated Automasters as the top pick in CanStar Blue's Car Servicing Group survey for most satisfied customers.
Afternoon at Ingle Farm, a smash on Bridge Road near Montague Road, Semaphore, Urgent Gasworks Military Road near Semaphore Road, and in the Parklands Road, closures for the V8 supercars come into effect tomorrow morning from 6. So around to Ketterville Terrace and Bar Towers Road will be awful with traffic. They're going to be closed. Avoid that tomorrow morning for the drive-in. Camera, Great Avenue Rose Park. Penrite Oil, proudly Australian owned and made. Driving innovation in lubricants for cars, bikes, trucks and industry since 1926. Penrite Oil, 100 years, still driven. Adelaide's most accurate traffic. On 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Clear and down to 10 tonight, partly cloudy and 25 tomorrow. Saturday, showers and 25. Sunday, sunny and 30. Monday, partly cloudy and 31. Right now, it's 18 degrees on 5AA. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News Tonight.
Thank you, I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, Adelaide has missed out on the Global Climate Summit, but the Premier is pushing to host it again in the future. The Supercars traffic jam is back with many city streets closed from tomorrow. And SA's Brendan Doggett confirmed to debut in tomorrow's Ashes. Don't worry, you haven't missed the news. Start over on 9 now as soon as you're home.
Azamara Cruises Black Friday sale is on now with Phil Hoffman Travel. Save up to $6,000 on select European cruises in 2026. Plus, receive up to $500 onboard credit per stateroom. Experience boutique ships, immersive itineraries, longer port stays, and those thoughtful inclusions Azamara is known for. Complimentary beverages, gratuities, and exclusive cultural experiences that take you deeper into every destination. Hurry, offer ends 2nd of December. Phil Hoffman Travel. Visit pht.com.au.
Thinking of painting and don't know where to start?
We do, because we know paint at Crowey's.
So, visit Crowey's. And while you're there, join Crowey's Club to get 10% off everything.
We know paint at Crowey's.
After more than 25 years, the rivalry returns with Amy AFL Origin.
What breaks the shackles?
Victoria takes on Western Australia at Optus Stadium, Saturday, February 14. Dacos, Bontempelli, Cameron, Rowey. Rivals united with state pride on the line. Can the Big V get it done? Fly west to find out. Tickets and more info at origin.afl. Get in on it.
When it comes to making your outdoor area something really special and comfortable for summer, dragging out one of those, I don't know, inflatable backyard pools could make a small difference, but it's probably not the look that you're going for. Imagine Timmy splashing around in one of those. I mean, that's embarrassing.
Well, it's actually happened. I nearly drowned. Look, for a big difference, you need Big Difference Home Improvements for outdoor blinds. Now, call Big Difference Home Improvements and see what a huge difference their outdoor blinds can make to your entertaining area. Now, this is rain, hail or shine. Your mates will definitely have the old Big D envy.
They're Big D. They're brilliant. So get your outdoor blinds installed by Big Difference Home Improvements like Timmy did. You'll love the end result and the outstanding service they provide.
Absolutely. Whether it's carports, pergolas, verandas and stunning timber decks, don't just make a difference. Make a big difference and visit bigdifference.com.au for a free measuring quote or pop into their new showroom at Hendon. It's going to be brilliant.
Hi, I'm Deepa Matthew, Family First candidate in next year's state election. This election is about who will take the pressure off families. As a wife and mum, I know what keeps me up at night. Bills, housing affordability for our kids and care of our own parents. We've already got enough on our plate. That's why I'm fighting to take the pressure off South Australian families. For more information, visit familyfirstparty.org.au.
Spoken by D. Matthew, authorised by L. Sheldon, Family First Party, Norwood.
Streaming live via the 5AA Player app on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. This is 5AA, always Adelaide.
Toolkit Depot has all the gear for every trade under one roof, backed by their price beat promise.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Here's a story. Here is potentially a big story as Bryce Cotton goes up the tunnel to the rooms.
Bryce Cotton coming right back out of the locker room, so it remains to be seen. As you can see, he looks under duress right now. The league's leading scorer, the game's leading scorer. And it doesn't look pretty right now for Bryce.
No, concerning images. When he did come out of the rooms, he punched the wall in frustration, anger. Is there something more at play than he's been able to get back on the court, but that close-up with tears in the eyes seemingly, Derek.
Back on the court, right, and his start. He's a five-time MVP. We speak of Bryce Cotton, the Adelaide 36ers. Well, they beat the Hawks 97-85. Never looked challenged, looked a class above at times. Thought we'd catch up with a mate of ours, ESPN NBL commentator Peter Hawley. Pete, welcome.
Thanks, guys.
That was a big story, very emotional, punched the wall, all of that. What's the latest?
Yeah, I mean, you heard him. He had a chat this morning on radio saying he was dealing with a lot personally, and he's glad that he could stick on it on the court and dig out a win for his team, because he felt if he removed himself and they lost, that he wouldn't be able to deal with that either. But I had a chat with him as well, and that personal situation seems like he's doing better today, which is great to hear. And again, I think just some people are just built differently, and for him to be going through whatever he was going through at the time and to put on the performance he did in the big moments, he is superhuman for a reason.
Yeah, clearly a private moment. I guess we don't know the details. Is it something that's going to linger or something you can obviously clearly control? But, I mean, it was emotional. I mean, punching a wall is not normal. Crying is not normal. And being in the hands of an assistant coach and saying a prayer is not normal. I mean, how deep is this, Pete?
No, for sure. I think that he's come out and said that he's going to be all good. They play again on Saturday night, so he's going to be feeling back to himself and being able to get out there and do what he does best. And I think just in that moment when you've got all of that kind of pressure and you've got to understand whatever you're going through when it's in the middle of a massive game and it's not just that you got 10,000 people who are all eyes locked on you. You're one of the greatest players we've ever seen. Everybody's tuning in to watch you go and hoop. So if you're going through something, it's kind of just magnified. And in the moment as a professional athlete and on TV in prime time, so I think the way that he could actually rise above it on the court is simply incredible and pretty inspirational.
Yeah, I think we wish him all the best with whatever it is.
Do.
And
well
the fact that he's been able to handle that at that moment and continue.
And we don't need to know what it is.
Was pretty outstanding.
He's heartbroken.
So the result that he was able to produce was amazing. The game itself, Pete, it is the Ignite Cup. First time we've seen this in NBL. And I've got to say, it ignited the entertainment centre, that's for sure.
Yeah, I've been loving it. I've been part of a different kind of coverage we're doing on Wednesday nights for it and just trying to give it a unique vibe to something different just rather than the every day game. And I think teams are really starting to enjoy it. You look at the New Zealand Breakers, they're sitting towards the bottom of the ladder, but they're top of the Ignite Cup ladder because when it comes to the 22nd of Feb, one of these teams is going to be walking away with $400K. And just to think about some of the guys, I think the minimum salary this year might be around 75, 80 grand. Those guys to get another 15, 20K for just winning an extra game in a regular season, that's going to go a long way.
Oh, gee, that is fantastic money, isn't it? Good if you can get it, as they say. Isaac Humphries, he's having a season. There's no doubt about that. I think I heard one of the commentators last night say the big man is having a big night out. And he certainly was. The confidence that's in him is just amazing at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think people quickly forget that Isaac Humphries is still so young, and he's been really dominant in the league before, and he's just been in situations where he probably hasn't been utilised into his best of his capabilities. And anytime you get a guy like Bryce Colton joining the team, all the eyes on the defence is worried about what's happening with Bryce. And he spoke about how he just realised, you know what, I'm going to watch some film. Where does Bryce want me to be? He's going to find me. And Bryce is as great as he is. You very rarely see the superstar, one of the greatest I've ever seen, be so unselfish and willing to be so unselfish. And that's why Isaac Humphries is just thriving. They're a great 1-2 punch. They've got some good pieces around them. And this Adelaide team can cause some damage when the season's all done.
They're 10-3. Do you think they're the real deal, Pete?
I do. I really do. I think they've got all the pieces to be the real deal. I think they're going to have to figure some things out in terms of their rotation because in the end you can only have 5 guys on the court at one time. There's still only one basketball, and there are some teams in the league who are better defensively prepared than the Hawks were that go out there and really make life tough for Bryce. When that happens again, what's plan B, what's plan C? But it's still so early in the season. I mean, March is when you've got to be playing your best basketball to get to the playoffs, and they'll have plenty of time to figure it out. If they do all of that, they're going to be a tough beat.
Yeah. Teams, I feel, can assess us, forward scout us, stop us and pick us off. I don't know whether that's a fair comment. When we've lost, we've been very poor in the last quarter. I don't know whether that's a trend or it's just a thing. I hit Mike Wells with it last week, and rightly so. He's defending his team and his style, and he got a bit surly with me. Can he coach?
Oh, I mean, understandably so. I think that's how coaches. We always expect coaches to bite back. I've been on the other end of those ones as well, Roy. But look, you're still here. You picked yourself up and you came back. That's why you're great in what you do, mate. But I think the whole point of you're learning through the losses early is it's not so much. I think the fourth quarters. It's maybe from Mike Wells' standpoint is. Okay, this happened again when I've started this rotation for the start of the fourth quarter. I can't have that again. And it's actually something you see a whole lot more in the NBA is all bench guys starting in fourth quarters. And if the other team says, you know what, I'm going to start 2 of my starters in the fourth quarter, all of a sudden if it's a 5-point game, it's 15 and you can't get back in. The game's over in 3 minutes. So little things like that you can pick up and you can really, and unfortunately for Adelaide, they've only had a handful of losses. So it's hard to really continue to learn from them because they just keep winning. Now, if they get a couple more losses, it might be more beneficial. But when they're in that situation at the end of the year, they can get out of it.
Yeah, well, we love them. And, God, don't we love them over here, Pete? We fill that stadium time and time again. And we're overdue for a championship, and I'd love to see one for Grant Kelly, the owner. God, he's put some love, some passion, some coin, some dollars and some time into that great club. So this could be our year, Pete.
Oh, I hope so. As an Adelaide boy myself and grew up and going down the Clipsal Powerhouse, watching Willie Farley, and then didn't get the chance to play for the Sixers, though. It ended up being for Melbourne and having to play against them in the Championship Series and stole that from them the last time they were in that grand final in 2018. So all my Adelaide friends didn't let me live that down. So if they can get one back this year, maybe they'll forgive me.
Good on you, Pete. Love your work, mate. Well done.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, guys.
Pete Hawley, ESPN NBL commentator. It was quite confronting. You imagine the best player in the AFL in a game, crying,
obviously
being
having
held,
a very personal moment.
You know, punching walls and all that. I mean, that's a massive story. And the fact that it's Bryce, I mean, he's a fierce competitor, didn't score in the first quarter, starred from then on. We just hope that whatever he's going through, he can get under control and be the best Bryce Cotton we know he can be.
Well, he addressed it on SEN Breakfast this morning here in Adelaide.
Yeah, I mean, I was dealing with a lot, but I was able to, I guess, just channel my energy and try to focus as much as I could on staying in the game and, just playing and giving it all I got, because the last thing I wanted to do was, despite what I was going through, is come out the game, and then, we end up losing. That would have really, really bothered me. So if we were going to strike out, I wanted to strike out swinging at least. One of the coaches pulled me aside and he said a quick prayer with me, and it just made me lose it all over again. But it meant the world to me for him to pray for me in that moment.
It's deep, isn't it?
It was a deep personal moment for him last night, so let's fingers crossed everything improves for him. It's 19 after 6. Let's get to a break. Your call's next.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
The Amelie Charity Home at Mount Barker is complete and set to go under the hammer with no reserve. Join David and Will as they broadcast live from the auction tomorrow morning. More than 30 South Australian businesses and individuals have come together to build this double-storey family home, and net proceeds from the sale will support Variety SA, the children's charity. Get along to 2 Emerald Way, Mount Barker, and check out this stunning property. Maybe even walk away with the keys. Catch David and Will live from the Amelie Charity Home auction at Mount Barker tomorrow morning. All thanks to Variety SA and 5AA.
Rodney Jane here. It's Black Tyre Month at Bob Jane T-Marts with thousands of tyres and wheels discounted. Get 40% off selected Pirelli tyres. Get up to 30% off a selected range of Yokohama tyres. Get a massive 30% off selected Kumho tyres. Up to 40% off selected Monster alloy wheels. We won't be beaten with our best tyre price guarantee. Give us a call or shop online today. At Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you.
T's and C's apply.
Hey, it's Lauren here from Adelaide. Wouldn't you love a reward just for shopping at your local Star Discount chemist? Become a Superstar Rewards member to earn points, receive birthday vouchers and more. Star Discount Chemist. How can we help? Earn and redeem points on eligible purchases. Visit website for full terms and conditions.
I'm with Vincent Scully from FIVEAA Financial Services. Vince, what is a reverse mortgage?
Unlike a normal mortgage, you never have to make any repayments. You might be retired and still have a small mortgage. That gets paid off. A huge relief. Or you've already paid off your home, but suddenly you need cash for emergency medical needs. Might want to buy a new car, update your kitchen, or take that trip of a lifetime you've always wanted. Or simply, the cost of living crisis is impacting your lifestyle. Also, some of them used it to help their children or grandchildren get into the property market. It's been a game changer for my clients. Whatever the reason, we have the solutions.
So call Vince on 1300 99 888 FIVEAA Financial.
Call me 1300 99 888.
It's the final days of our model year run out at Camper Agent RV Supercentre Parafield Gardens, and it's time to clear the lot. Get up to $5,000 off selected new and used models, plus caravans and camper trailers from just $46,990. Top brands like Winnebago, Windsor, Corrimal, Andrea and Hitchhiker, ready now. Sale ends November 29, only while stocks last. Terms and conditions apply. Visit Camper Agent RV Supercentre Parafield Gardens today.
Hi, Daniel Talia here, General Manager of Home. That's HAUME. Put simply, we buy homes. If you've received a letter from us in your mailbox, don't throw it away. You may be throwing away a golden opportunity to sell your home at market value. With zero effort, advertising fees or commissions, you'll save thousands of dollars. If you've received a letter from us, it means we're serious about buying your home. For more info, visit home.com.au. That's haume.com.au.
After more than 25 years, the rivalry returns with Amy AFL Origin. Breaks the shackles. Victoria takes on Western Australia at Optus Stadium Saturday, February 14. Dacos, Bontempelli, Cameron, Rowey. Rivals united with state pride on the line. Can the Big V get it done? Fly west to find out. Tickets and more info at origin.afl. Get in on it.
Toolkit Depot has all the gear for every trade under one roof, backed by their price beat promise.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
He came into international cricket and lit it up immediately. I think it's a really tough one on him, but I think Marnus, when he's batting at his best at number 3, makes us a very, very good cricket side.
Steve Smith, our captain, tomorrow as we begin the first Ashes test in Perth. It'll be all covered here on the Sports Show tomorrow. Tell you what, the Steve Smith press conference was must-watch viewing earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, I was impressed.
If you haven't seen it, so Monty Panesar has basically come out and said that all the English fans should sledge the Aussies on field all the way through to this year's summer because of Sandpaper Gate and try and go back
what
there.
Year? How long ago?
Oh, so
7
long
years.
Ago. Yep.
And who's this Monty Panesar rooster? Who is he?
He was a spinner for England.
Yeah. He's the one that got carted around by Gilly about 20 years ago. Anyway, Steve Smith decided to line up Monty Panesar in the presser. Absolutely give him the greatest roast we've heard in years.
I'm going to go off topic for a second here. Who of you in the room have seen Mastermind and Monty Panesar on that? Any of you? Yeah. Well, those of you who have, you'll understand where I'm coming from, and those of you who haven't, do yourself a favour because it's pretty comical. Anyone that believes that Athens is in Germany, that's a start. Oliver Twist is a season of the year, and America is a city. Doesn't really bother me, those comments. So, that's as far as I'll go with that one.
That is clever. He has rehearsed
So
that.
Sam and I in the break went back and watched this.
Hook, line and sinker.
Watched this Mastermind with Monty Panesar, and he answered exactly that.
In which city is the Olympia Stadion built for the 1972 Olympics and where Germany's national football team played international matches until 2001? Oh, gosh. Athens? Munich.
Athens.
He's an idiot.
Some of the answers were worse than that. But look, we've been talking Thursday nights, and it's been a great Thursday night here. Lots of people coming in on the back of your night hours. Dave from Brisbane said night hours agreed with that. At the start of the game with the opponent, you have a butcher of beer at each end.
It is legendary,
just
customary, and it was probably the best 2 years of my life.
Yeah, and Pete from Blair said, how about giving the beach volleyball world champs it's at the Memorial Drive tonight, which it is Thursday night. Pete, we interviewed Kerry Pottars last night and pumped it up as best we could, mate. We'll keep doing it.
Finals, Sunday night, men and women.
The finals, correct.
It's great. Get down there. 2 for 1s. Buy one, get
available,
two.
correct. Yeah. Let's go. Thursday night. Elizabeth, Andrew, what'd you get up to?
Oh, Timmy, how you going, boys?
Yeah, buddy.
I'm still just trying to gather myself after those comments by Steve Smith. They were
weren't they good?
I used to play squash Thursday night.
Good.
You don't
Great
see
game.
too much of squash anymore. But, Timmy,
yes,
I used to play for Burnside squash, and I was about 19 and played mob down at Westlakes and played this old fella by the name of Ron Ellaway.
Oh, big Ronnie. Wow.
Big bloody Ronnie, all right?
He was huge, wasn't he?
And I was a little starstruck. It was a good game.
Yeah. I would have thought squash wouldn't have been Ronnie's game because he's so big.
He would have had to reach at him like a sick dog.
That's true. That's true.
He wouldn't have got it past him.
So, I mean, he would have been close to... I'm 6'8", and he would have been
wow.
close.
Gee whiz, Andrew, you're a monster.
Yes, I'm shrinking, mate. But there you go.
Gee, your wingspan at squash would have been outstanding.
Wow.
You'd have been... What do they call it? You dig it out of the corners, Andrew? Just dig it out?
Yeah, knock it onto one side of the water and hope that it hits the front.
Good man.
That's an amazing game. It's a great game. Well, we had the young superstar in the other week,
Yeah,
didn't
we did, from Claire.
Yeah, from Claire. Going to follow her career because she's going to try and make the Olympics.
She will. It's an Olympic sport.
Yeah,
well done.
good
Hello,
stuff.
John at Highbury.
Yeah, hi guys. Look, I just want to say a few things about James.
Fantasia.
Jimmy.
Yeah,
Banner.
I'm 76, and I was coaching primary school kids.
Yeah.
And we had a coaching clinic, and this young fellow showed up. He was about 16 or 17. He was as nervous as you could be.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I hadn't done a coaching clinic. Well, at the end of the clinic, mate, he was absolutely terrific.
Yeah.
He just generated with the kids so well. I really appreciated it. And when I got home that night, a good mate of mine is the Splinter Dick from Nord.
Oh,
And,
Roger Woodcock, old Splinters. Yeah.
Yeah, and I rang Splinter Dick and I said, Splinter, I've had this young guy at a coaching clinic and I'm not a Nord person.
Yeah.
And I said, he was, for a 17, 18-year-old kid, I said, he was dynamic.
Yep.
And I've been, not that I'm a Nord, but I've followed his career right through. And it doesn't amaze me that what he has got and how good he is at what he does.
Oh,
He is
Johnny.
just-
Spot on, John.
Thanks
Spot
for
on.
sharing
Great
that.
fella.
So he made an impression on John all those years ago. He went on to be a school teacher, Jimmy. He was very, very natural at all that. Very good orator and a very good man with a big heart. Hey, Johnny, I'll give you a $50 Levita voucher for sharing that because that's a good story.
Well, you know, I went out to Nord when I was a young man.
Thanks, Johnny. Yeah.
I had to train with the 17s on a Monday night. I was 14.
Okay.
I walked into your stinking change rooms. Anyway, I sat down and I didn't want to be there. And I was a bit, down the dumps. And the first bloke that came up and looked after me was Fanna.
Yeah, he's
and
like that.
And that's what we're saying. We've known each other a long time, played with each other. We're not playing in the flag that year, as you know. But his dad was also as amazing as him. Just such
Great
a warm,
family. Yeah.
friendly person.
Italiano.
He used to come out at every training night and he'd say, "Hey, going Timmy, I like the way you played the other night." And they're such good people.
That
Great
is
family.
good.
Fantastic.
Thank you for sharing that, Johnny. Well done.
Great story. 29 after 6.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sport.